I love those glasses. And I am cheating. I'm not waiting until the beer review because I'm parched, so I'm pouring myself a beverage.
You lush you.
I've been drinking.
I put out. I do it that way. I know. Joe blew that out of the water a while ago. So what is up, my friends?
Hola. ¿Cómo
estás? Happy Scream weekend, right? Happy Sunday.
Scream Sunday, yeah. I'm assuming it. I know the three of us also Scream, and we have a lot to say about it. Spoiler alert, big time, because we'll be spoiling it. And I went last night with my son, my daughter's boyfriend, and you guys both went Friday night, correct?
Thursday night after our book thing when I was stuck in the road, but yeah.
Oh, that's right. You went Thursday night. That's right. Mm-hmm. But a lot of fun. I don't want to go too into it because we'll get there when we get there.
No such thing as premature evaluation.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. That's a good one.
For some reason, I thought it was another word after that. But
no premature evaluation.
Wrong with that.
No, how's everybody's weekend? Everybody have a good time this weekend? Pat had some family in town, right? So, yeah, I'm sure it was a good time.
I've been busy. I spent my entire day driving yesterday, picking my son up from school, driving back, just in time to shower and be 10 minutes late for Scream 6 because my daughter will actually make me late for my own funeral.
That's what they do. That's what
I luckily found the stream online when I came home last night, so I was able to catch the first 10 minutes that I missed.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about it because the movie just doesn't stop. It's just
it just keeps going. We'll go more depth. Yeah, I think we're all chomping at the bit, so maybe we'll just keep going, and because I'm sure we all have a lot to say about it, and a lot to say about what people are saying about it on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah, God forbid you take a pee break.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to get a refill. I downed my icy when I was there. I'm like, I gotta go.
So this is the part where we'll do our little catch up. We find out if anybody's got anything new to add to their collection because this is that horror movie podcast, but we're all junkie collectors. So anybody have anything new? Who would like to go first?
Go around the clock. I see the Joe right up there. There we go.
Let's go. Bring it on, fellas.
Jojo, you want to go first?
Knock it out. I don't have a lot to go through, but we'll go through. First and foremost, part of the Haul-a-thon. Oh, you know what? No, we'll go through the Michael Myers bottle opener. Look at this baby.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. So really? Should we do a live opening of a bottle sometime tonight? Maybe we should. I opened mine. So if you guys didn't open yours, I opened mine.
We can do that. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You know what this is? It's funny for those looking at this. When I first got it, tell me this doesn't look like, if it didn't say metal bottle opener, doesn't it look like a chocolate Michael Myers, like something you'd see at Easter?
That is exactly what my wife said. She's like,
"Is it
Colton?" Because my son likes those.
I would bite the head off.
I was like, man, they got to come out with a chocolate Michael, man. How fucking awesome would that be?
But I'm telling you, the thing was a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I'm sorry.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry, I'm a little slow tonight, people. I just poured my first beer.
That's what she said.
But no, I have to give a shout out to Nightmare Toys because we bought it from them.
Me too. Yep.
I saw them recently at the Cult Classic convention, and they always got some good shit. And Nightmare Christie's the bomb. Anytime you're in Vegas, hit up Nightmare Toys or check out their website, man. Great stuff.
Shit, I should go check it out.
I would have bought two, but they're about $25, $26, and then when you add shipping and all that, so for two of these would have been like what, $60, $70.
That's why I only bought one.
And credit to them, Joe, they shipped out right away for me because I ordered it when you talked about it on Sunday. I got it by Wednesday or Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're good. They're very quick.
Good packaging. Cool. They're the best. Second down, I found this at a local Spencer's. I was talking to Pat before, and from what I understand, down south, I had not seen this item yet, but it's been around for a while. Check out this little laptop bag from Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
Yeah,
so I mean, in terms of being, an official bag you want to use, I wouldn't recommend it because just the quality of this bag is straight up ass cheeks. But
seems thin.
It's very, that's what she said. So this is, it's just fun. It's got some good artwork on it. They've slapped this shit on a lot of other stuff, right, fellas?
Oh yeah.
So for the most part, this is cool. I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna throw it in the collection, and one day if I need to use it, then I maybe will. Maybe you know what I figured this would be good for, fellas, is if you're at a convention and you go getting signatures and you have like a little folder or something you want to put in this, like a little convention folder.
That's a good
for
idea.
Signatures. Yeah, this would be good for little signatures. So that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to do that. That's a good point.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea.
I'm gonna use that if you don't want to take a backpack. Yes, this is okay. So we got, you guys, we had a while back reviewed the new Monsters movie by Rob Zombie. And y'all know I'm a NECA guy. Ultimate figures are my shit, right? And I couldn't wait, as this was part of Holothon through Target. The Ultimate Herman Munster, played by the one and only Jeff Daniel Phillips?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice man. Look at this shit. Artwork is pristine. Look at that fella. Looks good. Got some great accessories. Look at all that. And the best part about this puppy right here is we got 2 more figures on the way. We got the Count and we got Lily, as seen right here on the back of the box. And I love that they put this on the back of this box. I love that because most figures don't do that, but this one does.
And I will say this about that movie. Daniel Roebuck as Grandpa stole that movie.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And his figure, I can't wait to get my hands on. I can't wait. So this one is a must-have for all you NECA figures or just collectors in general. This is a great blue-collar find.
Yeah, him and Roebuck are convention guys too, so those are good items to get signed. At least I'd be looking to get them signed.
Absolutely. Look at that.
Oh,
that's okay. We can get into that.
We'll get into the beer. We'll get to that beer review.
That's all right.
That's all you sent me, Joe. Did something else?
Yes, that was the 1, 2, 3, the 3 items. That's it for what's new to the collection. Yes, sir. That's it.
How about that?
Oh, what's the matter? You don't like the Munsters? The Munsters is not a perfect movie. It's not the best movie, but you know what? I found it entertaining and funny. I thought Grandpa was great, and I could even get past Jeff Daniel Phillips with his voice wasn't the best in there. Sherry Moon Zombie is Lily, no, but
it wasn't horrible.
But Richard Brake as Count Orlok, I don't know, him and Daniel Roebuck tied for who stole the movie.
The best. And they played multiple roles, and it was so cool to see how diverse they are as actors. They're the best.
Yeah, the show is the best ever. I'm sorry, between that and the Addams Family, unbelievable. It's worth a watch. You guys should review it on your podcast, guys. It's worth a watch.
No, we're big. Moody's Mind. We're big fans of the show. Like, if it wasn't for the show, we wouldn't probably like the movie, to be honest. So. This is all just remnants of our love for the show. So I'm with you right there. I'm right there with you, buddy. Yeah, the two things that really killed that movie were the way it ended and Sherry Moon Zombie. The rest of it is it's not so bad, in my opinion.
It was pretty abrupt, right? It just didn't
it just ended. You're like, okay. Anyway, Brady, what do you got?
I just have Pat, I think it's 2 of the same things that you got. Oh, that's the beer.
Oh, that's your beer. We're getting there.
I got the bottle opener on the bottom. I set it up in my garage.
On a ladder.
Hey, he's a working man. He's a working man.
I got the Fright Rags hoodie that they released earlier in the week. And
whoa, jumping again.
Oh,
stop it. Yep.
Those are my 2 things. I just bought a car. I don't know how many things I'm going to have for a while.
Yeah, Brett's gonna be in he's on hiatus of buying things for a while, buying a new vehicle.
Yeah.
Well, age 45 is coming, so we're all trying to save.
Age 45 is coming. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And I too have not really been getting too much stuff, so I'll run through right now. I got the Michael Myers chocolate bar. I mean the bottle opener.
The chocolate bar.
Love it.
It's funny how it's like right on his back.
That is what's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I picked this up. This is a European trade ad for Halloween 4 and 5. In 89. And what's cool about this, what I like is it's Tring Entertainment, which is my son's initials.
Oh my God.
Ring. And it's advertising the sale of 4 and 5. And at the bottom is the 2 movies Mustafa Akkad did, Line of the Desert and The Message.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Me and my promotional stuff, that's like freaking, that's candy to me. Let me see.
What's the size of that, Pat? Is that just an 8x10?
8x10. Yep.
Yeah.
I got to put it in
Very
a nice
nice.
little frame. So I thought that was
anything black and white. I'm a big fan of, man. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I also picked up the hoodie.
Hey,
Silver
if it's
Shamrock
nice,
novelties.
if it's nice.
I haven't even tried it on yet. I haven't even tried it on yet, and and I think that is everything I got.
Horror related. Guillermo del Toro just won for his animated movie.
Oh, how could I forget? I'm wearing it. My beloved Twilight Zone hoodie came in.
There it is.
Now, where's that from, Pat?
This is Graveyard Goods.
Nice.
Graveyard Goods.
So this is on the front of the hoodie. This is the back.
Wow.
Which is awesome. And
I've never bought from them. Are they pretty good?
Honestly, this is the first time it popped up on one of my feeds, and it was a pre-order, and I was like, "Oh, I'm fucking getting this." For those that don't know, I'm a Twilight Zone fanatic just as much as a Halloween fanatic.
Fucking there,
man, fucking there. And look at these are the arms. This goes down the arms. This is one.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, dude. It's one of those nice with the sleeves they got.
Yeah, and this is the other arm.
Oh, it's got 15% off first order. I think I'm intrigued. Hey.
So I was super excited to get that. And admittedly, I did wear it out last night and got a lot of compliments when I went to see Scream 6. And still wearing it now because I'm a bum.
Not at all. That's badass, man.
I didn't realize it. I go.
Very nice.
I love it.
I like that, my friend. I like it.
It's the way it goes, man. Cool. So it's what we got in the chat. It's a fun little prequel. Yeah, it's a fun prequel, The Munsters, and let's see, maybe they'll make another one. I don't know if there's any rumblings of them making another one. From what I understand, they didn't get a lot of support.
I don't think Rob had a good time with the studio, which seems to be common unfortunately with his stuff.
Unfortunately, but since I was already parched, I couldn't wait to have a beverage. Let's say we go right into our weekly beer review and let everybody know what we're going to be partaking in this fine Sunday evening as we sprung ahead.
I knew to hit the head before. I knew to hit the head.
Yes. Anybody watching right before we do the beer review, always go pee first.
And don't ever change it. Don't ever change it.
I felt a little tickle in the prostate. That's why I felt like, oh.
The sensation.
What's up, boys? I got this show playing while recording favorite movie posters with Ronnie. Oh, awesome. That's cool as hell.
Nice.
Awesome. So I'll go first. We'll just start up here because I am drinking Moose Snacks.
He's dressed very well.
And it's sort of almost like what I had last week. It's peanut butter fudge golden stout.
But it's okay. So that's why it looks golden like a typical beer.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a golden color, so I can show everybody. It's a golden color.
Very nice.
And it's very tasty. It's got a very nice aroma. And I do recommend it. It's from, and the funny story is, it's from a brewery in Pennsylvania, Rusty Rail Brewing, out of Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. And the funny thing is, when I was on my way to pick my son up yesterday, on Route 80 out here on the way to his school, there was an exit for Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. I'm like, and I almost turned off. I'm like, I want to go to the brewery. But I stayed on.
You know, the place where the Myers IPA Pizza Boy, where you went to get the beers, they had one. If I follow them on social media, their big one that sold out right away was a Sour Patch Kid IPA. Like,
I never saw that one. Yeah, I have to look them up again in the fall. Oh, you're on your son's. I was wondering. I'm like, who's Brady Cochran shooting with Ronnie? It's Blake. What's up, man? Thanks for straightening it out. I was like,
Ooh.
Looks very dapper. Yes, it's very nice. It's a very tasty beverage. So, Joe, let's see what Joe is drinking this fine evening.
So I went ahead and I wanted to give love to Stone IPA, man, because I you know what? They've been around for a while, and I got a lot of information to share about this beer because I'm a big fan of it, man. I love it. Stone Brewing, as you know, the 9th largest craft brewer in the U.S. Amazing. Y'all have had Stone, right? Y'all have had Stone IPA. I'm sure, Brett, you've had.
Joe, I think we've talked. You know, it's the closest brewery to where the convention's at.
And that's kind of why I wanted to bring it up, to kind of keep it in that forefront, because I can't wait, man. If we get a chance to go together, that'd be amazing.
We will.
Yeah, ABV
Oh, yeah.
6.9. Iconic West Coast style IPA. It was brewed to celebrate the company's first anniversary in '97. Tropical citrusy, piney hop flavors and aromas, all perfectly balanced by a subtle malt character. Beer Advocate score 94. By the way, I'm going to start giving out the Beer Advocate score because I feel like I looked that up a lot.
Beer Advocate's good stuff.
Really good stuff. Medium body with no perceivable sweetness and a clean, lingering bitterness. And I'm going to open this for you guys on that horror movie podcast.
Oh,
look at that sound, you sexy beast.
Comes in bottles, cans, the big boys, whatever you want. Cheers, my friends. Pleasure and always an honor. I love you guys.
Happy so it's at the end of daylight savings time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I always feel when I'm drinking an IPA like I'm at Draft House. I got to throw that out there for movie lovers. I remember watching Halloween 2018, drinking Stone while watching that. Like, that's an adult memory that I have. So shout out to Alamo Draft House.
I just laughed when you said that because that's what I drank a ton of before I saw it in Pasadena.
My guy.
Stone, Stone's got a lot of stuff when you go to their places, man.
Oh, the hazy IPA is good. They got a 4-pack of different types right now at local stores. I mean, fuck, Stone is killing it. They're killing it.
The last ones I saw, they had ones that say drink before this date or something. There's always one that they do every few months. Those are the ones I've had a lot.
I know exactly what you're talking about, brother.
And Brady is drinking.
In honor of St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, this is a brewery that I go to a lot this summer. They're not, well, they just started being open to the public. They're only open on Saturdays. Energy City Brewery. They do a lot of pastry stouts, sweet stuff, but they do a lot of smoothie stouts, which are in smoothie beers, which I really enjoy in the summer. But yeah, this is the rotisserie mint chocolate chip. So
that sounds interesting.
Oh, I guess it's rotisserie, I should say.
Oh God,
that sounds good.
Very silly, but hey, you know what? I had dinner already, so this is a dessert drink in a way.
My God,
I'm right there.
My worst kept secret society glass.
That's awesome.
It's a tap room not even like a mile away from my house. They don't have any permanent tap handles. It's an old cabin, no TVs.
Oh wow!
But you could get their group membership, and yeah, this is my glass from last year.
I'm going to piggyback on the St. Patty's Day thing. Actually, that's why I was in green, and I was actually going to wear the Silver Shamrock hoodie tonight. But I figured let me keep this on tonight because I had an idea. Why don't we do Halloween 3 watch along on Tuesday night for St. Patty's Day?
I was going to say Halloween 3 or Leprechaun. I was up for too.
Leprechaun.
Yeah, we could do Leprechaun. I mean, either or. I mean, you guys, I'm fine either way. But you
whatever works, man.
Well, maybe if anybody's watching this, say what Halloween 3 or Leprechaun. Throw it in the comments, right?
Yeah, if you're watching, the most votes will pick between the either movie.
Yeah, let us know. Should we do Halloween 3 Season of the Witch watch along Tuesday night or the first Leprechaun? Correct?
Even if you're the Jennifer Aniston one. Even if you're not going to be on, just say it.
Yeah, let us know and we'll figure it out. I'll admittedly, I'm probably going to vote for Halloween 3.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
The mob rules. That's the way it looked. That's how I roll.
That's all right.
Then we can get our Halloween 3 glasses and drink out of them.
Yeah, I'll be all decked out in it because then I'll wear it on Tuesday night. Then I'm going to be wearing the damn thing Friday night when I go out for St. Patty's Day, and then we're going out again on Saturday to that brewery that I told you about, that Log Tavern Brewery by maybe when they had their big party. And I swear to God, I'm going to win that damn beer chugging contest. Last year I came in second place.
I love it. You know what? I don't know what it is about St. Patty's Day. It's like I have that. My kind of thing is always getting the shittiest light beer and putting fucking green food coloring in it.
Green food coloring.
It's popular.
And just getting fucking hammered on the shittiest beer possible. It's because I can drink more than that.
Mary Beth did the first. She threw the first H3 in.
Oh, the Dr. Jones data guy won the Oscar, so that's pretty cool.
Dr. Jones.
Yeah, he won for that movie.
All right, so there's one for H3. I'm marking that down. Cool. So we got a lot of cool stuff to dive into tonight. I know we're chomping at the bit to talk about Scream 6, but what I thought was going to be a cool topic, and as I researched it more, it was even more fun. Is real horror that inspired our horror movie.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
So anybody out there, throw some in the Well, yeah,
It was hard.
Well, it's not necessarily because I also picked some movies that
Weren't horror, so to speak, right?
no, they were horror, but they were inspired, and some were true crime movies about something. So we can go around the horn, and the most obvious one that I was thinking of was the Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Ed Gein.
On Ed Gein, yeah, loosely based on Ed Gein.
We had a fight about how do you pronounce that.
We could also we could do a twofer there because there's what else was inspired by Ed Gein? Psycho. Was loosely based on Ed Gein. I wrote
Silence of the Lambs. Silence of
the Lambs. Yep.
Right.
Buffalo Bill. Yep.
Oh, look at this shirt. Look at this shirt.
And he's skinning.
Hold on. Y'all check this out. Buffalo. Look at that t-shirt. Buffalo Bills body lotion.
Look at that.
Ted Levine is awesome. Hi, Mary.
Right. That is awesome.
Lotion on the skin.
And we can also there's also other movies like obviously which are self-explanatory, like Dahmer, which is that TV series. Yes. Then you have Bundy, the Ted Bundy movie. I mean, there's what the Gacy did.
The main killer ones, yeah.
Yeah, the main serial killer movies, which scares me because my daughter was like obsessed with those movies for a while. Like, I'm like, what are you, like, obsessed with serial killers or something? You're scaring the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Well, Amityville Horror is the one I think of a lot too. Amityville.
That was on my list too. The DeFeo murders.
Absolutely. Everybody talks about how good of a movie Zodiac is.
Zodiac.
I love Zodiac. Jake Gyllenhaal,
Zodiac's good.
all those guys. What's his name? Hulk. The guy who plays the new Hulk. Can't remember his name. Mark Ruffalo. He was good in that movie. Yeah, real good.
There's a Monster.
Oh yeah,
Wernos. Aileen Wuornos. Yeah, well, there was another one too. Hold on. There was the other one too with.
It's not a horror movie, but that Boys Don't Cry was kind of. That was true.
Yeah.
Hilary Swank.
Absolutely.
It was the other Aileen Wuornos one with the girl that's in the Karate Kid show. The fuck is that show? When he had Daniel Ferrens on the Collectors podcast, Daniel Ferrens actually wrote and directed. I can't think of the name of it.
Oh, you're talking about that B movie. Oh, the B movie, right?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, the one that he did. I can't remember that one.
It wasn't bad. It actually explored the marriage that she had. It didn't explore the same shit that Monster did.
There's a handful of them too that are just. You got to think about the ones that are like loosely based. There
was when I was doing the research on this, I got kind of because I don't like that really really true spooky shit. And The Exorcist obviously was inspired by a little boy that was had that happen to him, and I'm terrified of that movie. By the way, The Exorcist.
Oh yeah.
So I don't like playing with that shit, Ouija boards and
all that. Exorcist,
yeah, all that demonic shit. I'm all right. I'm okay.
You also got on here The Conjuring. Lorraine Warren.
Yeah, 2013, yes sir. It's the movie that started all these breakoff franchises.
The Nun,
Nun, Annabelle, all that shit. Yeah,
all that shite. Yeah. Did you guys ever see The Girl Next Door?
Love The Girl Next Door.
The comedy?
And that's based. No, not the comedy. The horror movie where the girl's like she's kidnapped and like tortured by her neighbors.
Yes,
and it's based on a true story. Those are the movies that really hit home because those are the ones that like you're like, dude, this shit happened.
Oh yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah, where's that movie? Henry, the Portrait of a Serial Killer. Michael Booker was the star in it.
Yeah,
he played Henry Lee Lucas. I remember seeing that movie a long time ago, and that movie's that's some real shit. That's fucked up. That movie.
That's crazy shit. That guy was fucked up.
Henry Lee Lucas. Here.
That's crazy, motherfucker. You get chills thinking about that kind of shit.
Oh, best supporting actress. Are they doing it now?
Yeah, I think it's getting close here. There's Jamie.
If she fucking wins, bro, we gotta take a shot. If she wins, we gotta take a shot.
We'll do a shot.
Maybe I'll move it over. Yeah. You know which one I was thinking of? It's not exactly horror, but do you remember Fire in the Sky with D.B. Sweeney?
Oh yeah,
the Alien movie.
Oh yeah,
dude, true story in the 70s.
That was on my list. Look, and I lined it out 93 because it wasn't horror. So I was like, but that scene at the end, the whole that as a kid that fucked me up. All the aliens working on him and
Adam,
all that shit. Oh, bro.
And
great
of
minds
course,
think alike.
what we're talking about tonight, Scream. Scream was loosely based on the Gainesville Ripper.
That's right.
Henry
That
Daniel.
is right.
What's his name? Daniel Rawlings.
That's right. You know what I wrote down in my notes for you, my brother. I left it alone because mine says "Scream" for Pat.
Scream. Ooh, scream for me, you dirty dog, you.
Scream. I was like, "Scream." I was like, "Pat's got that covered."
She won. Wow, she won.
Shut the fuck up.
She won.
Our
Wow.
queen won.
Oh,
Woohoo!
good. Her husband showed up with her. Oh, that's good.
Yes. Our queen won. That's what do you call that?
Well, she won't be at age 45 now.
She's not coming at age 45,
She's not
everybody.
coming at age 45. No, she's
That's
not.
why she put out the thing where she was doing the autographs, because
Yep.
she figured, I'll only do this now, because if I win the Oscar, she's not coming at age 45, guys.
What do you call that when
Womp,
whenever
womp,
you
womp,
like
womp.
Leonardo won? It was like it just is for the years of service. What do you call that? Kind of like a
Oh,
She's losing her mind.
like a something win. Like
we get in trouble, Pat, or should I just turn it up and turn the thing around? I don't know.
just turn it real quick. Let me just say, because I don't watch the Academy Awards and all that nonsense. There he is. That's Nigel Tufnell. But this goes to 11.
She looks beautiful. Look at our queen. That's
Wow.
official. That's official. She's never doing another Halloween movie as long as she lives.
Never a
convention,
Halloween movie
or a
or a
convention.
horror convention. She should just say, thank you, good night, I'm done.
Hey,
I'm
the
never
fact-
going to be. That's it.
The fact that we
Should I-
have this on live for our podcast is amazing. This is
Yeah.
great.
Now
Should we-
turn it before they kick us off.
Wow.
Should we just message Sean Clark saying, okay, we're done, right? She's not coming now.
Yeah, text them while we're doing the podcast and just say I guess since Jamie Lee won, she's definitely not coming at age 45.
I guess the ticket price is going to be reasonable now.
Yeah. Well, this is a little bit of an audible, but it's a good audible. He's awesome.
No.
Man, bring him sometime, but he's not a people person, I don't think.
Congratulations to Jamie fucking Lee Curtis.
That is so
man.
cool.
That's our queen, guys. She fucking won. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Nice.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
I can't wait to watch that. I can't wait to
for
rewatch
her.
that. Yes.
I'm glad she didn't wear glasses for it. You know, she's been wearing glasses a lot of stuff. I think
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what? That makes Scout and Danielle look stupid.
Sorry.
I wasn't listening to who she thanked. Did she thank John Carpenter?
I'm sorry.
I'm just curious. She gives him all the credit in the world for her career. I'm just curious if she threw his name out there.
Dude,
Her
that's
parents
amazing.
never won an Oscar, right? So
Not that I'm aware of. No, I don't think so.
This is for all of her years of service to everything, to the acting community. She's the best. Look at her.
wow.
Nice. Good for her. All right.
The best Scream Queen of all time just won an Academy Award. That changes the game, guys.
So
Who the
now
hell
that
is
makes people, that's two people from the Halloween franchise with Oscars, her and Octavia Spencer.
Yeah, that changes the
Wait
game.
a minute. What about Michelle Williams? Didn't she win?
Did she win? I know she's been nominated, but I don't know if she
Maybe
ever won.
she didn't win.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
But they weren't the final girl. Like
Yeah,
she
they're-
is the final girl. Like to me,
She was in one of the crappier
Man.
freaking sequels, as far as I'm
that makes
concerned.
me so happy, guys. Golly, that's a win for the horror community. Fuck
Wow.
yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the
Amazing.
internet, I'm sure
Oh,
everything's
look at here
blowing up
comes
right
the
now.
text messages. Good Lord, Jesus! I hate
yeah.
the Oscars really nowadays, anyways. Too. It just-
Yeah, I'm sure everything's blowing up online right now that Jamie Lee won.
I love it. I can't wait to rewatch that in its entirety. I can't wait.
Yeah, you know what? That movie, I've heard that it's kind of bizarre, weird, but I'll give it a shot.
What?
It's
I-
like The
I don't know-
Matrix.
What's it about? Is that what it is? Didn't even know anything about it, to be honest with you.
I guess Jackie Chan. My wife was saying Jackie Chan's a part of it. Maybe stunt coordinator or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not the truth. I don't know. She might have been getting the movies mixed up.
Well, because she was nominated against somebody that was also in that movie too, right? She was nominated against someone else who was also in that movie.
Oh,
And
there
she-
was somebody else in there. I
Yeah,
think
so
you're right.
she beat that person. So that's amazing. No, congratulations, Jim Lee, freaking Curtis, baby girl. I should have got that signature when I had a chance. I had it in my outbox and I didn't do it. Damn it.
Yeah, a lot of people have been getting theirs already. So
Yeah. It's gonna be hard to get that shit nowadays. Now, God bless it. Damn.
wow.
You guys got any other movies on your list?
Sorry,
That's
I got
okay.
distracted. My bad.
No.
Oh, the Exorcism of Emily Rose from 2005. I remember watching that movie, the whole court scene thing, and then they went back to what really happened and back and forth. And then when they did the reveal of the face, all fucked up. That movie was fucked up, and especially since it was based on real events.
Did you guys? Did one of you say The Strangers? I'm sure one of you guys said The Strangers.
Oh, I had
right?
on my
Did I-
list. I did have it on my list. The Strangers.
It's on my short list, but not at all.
That's based on a true event. That's a real creepy thing too.
Yeah, and they're doing a remake of that, aren't they now? That was on the
Yeah,
remake
I think it's
list,
already
too.
been filmed, if I'm correct.
Did we talk about Poltergeist at all? Poltergeist?
No.
Yeah, it
No.
was
What was that title?
the Hermans from Seaford, New York, in 1958. It's loosely based on real events. That movie.
No, I didn't see that. I didn't know that one.
No.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that movie. Steven Spielberg. Just that movie in its whole is just a great movie. Love that.
Yeah.
movie.
I watched them both. I watched 2 and 3 this week because they were on. I've been watching so much TV because on Pluto it's always showing movies. So when we get to that, what did we watch this week? There's a bunch of stuff that I was checking out this week.
It was always connected to my family, that movie, because at that time my sister looked just like her, the girl Heather O'Rourke, and my brother looked just like the brother. So it was always like the inside joke with extended family with that movie.
That's awesome.
But nothing beats like the just the behind the scenes. It's very disturbing, I should say, but that's the stuff I pay attention to the most, about the upside down crosses, all the crazy stuff that would go on, the real life skeletons, right? In the backyard.
Those haven't watched, go watch Cursed Films on Shudder.
Yeah. And there's a Hollywood story on it too, I think.
Yeah, especially because what's her name? There's the one because the girl, the sister that got murdered by her boyfriend.
Yeah,
Dominique
she's dead too. Yeah.
Yeah, she got murdered. Heather O'Rourke died from complications from surgery, and yeah, it's crazy shit that surrounded that. Yeah, that's a good episode. Cursed Films. Go watch it on Shudder for anybody out there that hasn't watched it.
I think Pat, we probably talked about it. How I always found it funny that Joe Beth Williams and Craig T. Nelson are married in that, and they're in Stir Crazy with Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor, but they don't have a scene together. It was made like within a year.
That's right. Yeah, he was
kind of funny.
He was one of the guards at the prison. That's right.
Prison.
Yeah.
Oh, you watched 48 Hours in the theater. Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
Okay. Well, what did you watch? We'll get to that. I want to hear about that.
Remind me about it. You know which one I had here because it disturbed me too was Wolf Creek in Australia, the real life story of Wolf Creek.
Oh yeah.
Even though they made other sequels and everything that
sequels to it, right?
Probably not real, but that's a true event. Ooh.
That's awesome.
And if we missed anybody throw them in the comments or throw them in after the fact below if we missed any, because I think we had a pretty good list. That was everything I pretty much had here.
Yeah, we hit them all, guys. I think.
Yeah, honestly, because I mean, when it comes to the films for themselves, without knowing that they were based on real events, those movies are good movies. And when the fact that you sprinkle a little of realism to it, it just amplifies them even more. So you can't go wrong with any of the movies that we mentioned. None of them. They're all good.
All great movies.
All
yeah,
good.
And that always adds that creepier element when you find out that some of it was real, loosely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you put it down there, Pat. That's cool. Congrats.
Yeah, I figure.
I just caught it now. It's probably
that's our queen, man. That's our girl. She's ours. That's our girl.
Just stay out of politics and we'll be fine talking about it.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
please
keep raising money for a good.
Then I'll start following you again on Instagram. I couldn't take her anymore, so I had to stop following her.
Yeah, just keep raising money for good causes, and you're good. We're good. You're good.
You're good that way. Awesome. So that's basically those are the real life horror that inspired some movies. And if we missed any, let us know. And of course, we all saw Scream 6. And I know we were all chomping at the bit to do that. So we can actually incorporate that into our movie review. So we can do it's a twofer. We're going to talk about Scream 6. And spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about the movie. So if you haven't seen it,
yes,
I just want to let everybody know right now that
we're all whipping it out to talk. We're all ready.
We're gonna spoil the shit out of it.
Oh. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. So we've all seen it. Consensus is we all seem to like it. Who would like to go first? I think Joe's got a lot of notes on it.
Whatever you guys want to talk about.
I never let notes on it, but go ahead.
I didn't either.
No, okay. No, I got some bullet points, so I'll kind of keep it short and sweet. But
we got plenty of time, so don't worry about it.
For the most part, I love the movie. I loved it. For the fact that I love the time of it. It was about 2 hours. I loved the premise. I loved kind of the build-up. I wasn't, of course, the reveal is what it is. It's what you come to know when it comes to a Scream movie. But I didn't have a problem with the reveal. I had a problem with the actor. The main actor, was it Dylan whatever McNerney, whatever his name is? What is his name? Dermot Mulroney.
Dermot Mulroney.
Yeah, that guy.
Mulroney.
Whatever that guy's name is, he's the only problem that I had in terms of his acting. But in terms of the movie as itself, I love the whole Core 4 type deal. I had fun when they were having fun with it. The whole I guess Ghostface was more brutal. The kills were amazing, especially I'm going to leave it to the upgrade. The whole scene in the store when he got upgraded.
Yeah, he got upgraded with the shotgun.
Bro, I was like, yo, watch the flip out, because this dude's got a shotgun and he seems like he's very surgical with that shit. Like he was like on point with that. Like and the reveal kind of made me think, like, who was it that was that surgical? Because they ain't served no time in the military, or I'm like, whatever, but they was gangster with it. Let's see. Okay, the third act was straight ass cheeks. I will say that. But with that, when you encompass it with the rest of the film is still good. Who cares, right? Who gives a shit?
And 2 hour running time went pretty quick.
Absolutely.
It went fast.
And like we mentioned earlier, like you didn't want to go to the restroom because you felt like you were going to miss out on something. The beginning was amazing. The intro, all that, the beginning scene was great. MB pegged the killer within the first couple minutes of the movie. She pegged it right on the fucking head, and then once it was revealed, MB had it.
Which ones did she get all three, or just Dermot
roommate?
Mulroney,
I'm guessing
or
the
the son and the son and the daughter?
She did. She knew it. She knew it was the cop, and then she knew it was siblings. She knew it.
Siblings.
Yes, she knew it. She knew it. And last but not least, the film would have been just fine without Courtney Cox, and she loved Hayden Panettiere back. We loved it. We loved it to see her beautiful face. So those were our thoughts. We wanted to give it some sushi, so we gave it 8 out of 10 sushis.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good score.
Yeah.
That's a good score. Well,
Go right to Brett.
I can run.
Yeah, go start, Joe.
The previews, the way they promoted this film, I was really getting my hopes very high, and I was afraid that there was going to be a letdown, and it sure wasn't to me. It starts out right away. It starts out a lot different than a typical Scream movie in a way. You got a different, I guess that's a different voice box briefly for a little bit there. I like that's the girl from that Ready or Not movie, the actress, Hugo Weaving's daughter, right? The blonde in the movie.
The blonde,
yes.
Yeah. I like the two sisters a lot, Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera, right? I think that's
Yes.
They're both fantastic.
Beautiful dish.
The kills, it's nonstop. There's no dull moment. There's not slow, like we were talking about. I didn't want to go to the bathroom. I didn't want to get a refill of my drink. It's
Wear a diaper. Anybody who's going to go buy it Depends.
Yeah.
The New York aspect worked fine. It's not like Jason Takes Manhattan. It worked.
Even though it was playing in the background, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was like, ah.
Yeah.
So good.
Dude, but I tell you, before that store, like when the Ghostface was chasing him in the street, and it looked like it was a pretty public street too. I was like, oh, this is getting there. This is good stuff. My problem, the third act, Joe, I think you agree. You guys probably saw my post about it. There was way too many stabs where these people were surviving for my blood.
Right. That was one of my biggest things I was going to bring up. It's like, come on, dude, seriously.
Cox, really? But then the twin sister, which I didn't want to see her even get stabbed, she's walking around at the end of the movie like nothing happened. I'm like, come on.
She was so like overcautious that she had it coming.
Mm-hmm.
She had it away from me, Ghostface. Get away, or whatever. You know, I was like, nah, she's gonna get stabbed. I was like, she's fine.
The twin brother is awesome too, and he looked like he got it the worst, and he was still cooking. He was still
fun fact. That's did y'all know that's Cuba Gooding's Jr.'s son?
I can see it.
Yes,
Mason
that's his son. Yes, that's right.
Wow, I can see it. I guess some people would probably be mad with the previews, but I get what they showed in the previews to get people to go see this, and it got my attention more with what they showed in the previews. I would give this. I gotta go with Joe. I give it an 8 too.
Amazing,
very good,
solid 8, especially with only having one legacy character from the original in it.
Yeah, and I love how they paid homage to Sydney and everything. I love that they explained it, they addressed it, then they moved on. You know what I mean?
Yes, they did it. And that's what I was wondering. And I got a funny story. I look over and she's just chasing them in the street with a knife, and I hear my daughter talking to a boyfriend, and she's just like, "Oh, that would never happen." I'm like, yeah, it would in New York." And you could just watch it just happen and just stay out of the way. Yeah, it would, and so would happen. So
it's a mugging.
Yeah. Or is a drive-by fruiting? If you guys remember Mrs. Doubtfire,
it was a drive-by fruiting.
Yeah. Was it run by fruiting? So so I went last night, missed the first 10 minutes, like I mentioned. Fortunately, I was able to catch them online, and it does step on the gas the second you get in there. And the first kill, I did enjoy that. And what was cool and novel was after he did it, he took off his mask, put it in the bag, just walked away, and it's like, wow. You know, I mean, I don't recall any other Ghostface doing that.
That's true.
So I thought that was pretty novel. And then all of a sudden, he found himself in the middle of it.
Nobody,
because he's talking, then boom, all of a sudden, it's that voice. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. This is going to be pretty interesting. And he got his ass handed to him. I mean, there was some cool kills, the stabbing, where these people, I don't understand, because they must have something in mind for Scream 7 that they didn't want to kill these people off, because they all should have died. Those were all like fatal wounds that they were taking. And everybody was at one comment. Oh, I love my Courtney Cox, but seriously, whoever is doing your plastic surgery, you better fire that motherfucker. Because I mean, it looks like they just took her face and went, it's beautiful woman. You know what? Just age gracefully. Stop it. It looks horrible. Sorry.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a bit rough.
And she was getting her shit. I mean, she got stabbed like right in the chest, man. You ain't gonna come back from that. But I guess they wanted to keep her on, keep at least one legacy character alive. And that was it was good to see in there. That the whole, I will admit, I was almost a little torn between who I suspected first, either Hayden Panettiere or Dermot Mulrooney. Like, I'm like, one of them is not right here. One of them is going to be the killer. So I wasn't sure which one it was. So I'll admit that I didn't pick one or the other. It was nice seeing Hayden Panettiere there. You know, I did see a lot of flack online. People were complaining about the way she looked. It's like, guys, it's what? How many years later? Like 10, 15 years later? She's going to age.
She had a couple kids too.
And she's had some kids. She's aging gracefully. You know what? And she looks good. Still a beautiful woman. You know, what you guys expect? You weren't going to get that same one from 15 years ago or so, 20 years ago. So,
you know what? I did love the whole shrine aspect, and you got to see aspects from all the different films. It kind of brought all of that together. It brought it all, like the clothing and the TV that killed Stu, and the knives and all the different masks and all that. It was a great way of bringing the past to the present. It was amazing. I love that aspect.
Right.
I didn't like the fact. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't like the fact who it was that did it. That I call bullshit on. That I call bullshit. Yeah.
I was just going to say, most of the reviews and the people I saw online that were complaining about it were like, oh, that was just ridiculous. That whole shrine. And how would somebody be able, like, guys, first of all, you have to suspend disbelief. You're in a horror movie where this is going on and you're complaining, oh, that could never happen. None of this could ever fucking happen.
I mean, come on. Movies.
Suspend your disbelief and just go with it. Yeah. Is it ridiculous? Of course it is.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I found funny is, you know, after the two sisters are just sitting there and they're calmed down after they've killed him. And I'm just sitting there and they're chatting away. And me and my son look at each other like, are you going to go call an ambulance for Hayden Panettiere? Because she said you're going to help her out. She's laying over there dying. And they're just chatting away for like 10 minutes. And then, of course, she comes over and I'm like, dude, she would have been dead.
Dude, that Dermot Mulroney in the eye, I was like, oh.
Yeah, or the brother right in the mouth with the knife. He's like, you're going to die a virgin.
Oh, yeah.
What did you guys think of Skeet Ulrich in this thing again, like the last one? I don't mind. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't mind that.
That was fine, I guess. Yeah. It's.
I'm curious.
nostalgia.
I think it's leading. I want to know how it all culminates. Like, because she eventually down the line gonna be the killer? Like, I'm curious to see, like, in the next film or the one
That
after.
might be where they're going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is she
dark
going
side.
to? Yeah, is she going to the dark side? Because is she gonna kill her own sister? Is she then gonna become like this unstoppable ghost face? You know what I mean? We're all leading towards it's all these copycats or wannabes or whatever. I think they're making it to where she's then gonna become the one and only Ghostface killer. I feel that, man. I feel that coming. You know.
Hey, it's good we saw Michael Myers in the subway. And we saw Jason and Freddy.
That was nice. Yeah,
That was cool.
the subway stuff. I'll admit the way they filmed the subway stuff, with the lights going out, in the subways, because that happens. Believe me, I've taken them more times than I could count. And where they had that whole like playfulness, like you saw him, they get closer, he's not there. I like the way that was filmed. I like the way that was shot.
Cool.
I did enjoy that. So, long story short, no long-winded answers. The guys both said pretty much a lot of the same stuff I said. The third act I didn't hate the third act. Some of the kills and the craziness. Was it the best part of the movie? By no means. The first and second act were definitely a lot better. But I definitely enjoyed it, and I think I'm right there with my two horror cohorts at an 8. I enjoyed it.
Eight's all around.
Yes.
Yeah, even my kids walked out of there saying like they really enjoyed it. They said they liked it better than some of the other ones. They found it interesting.
It makes me wonder, repeat watch, if it's going to have the same flow with it. I'm kind of curious about that.
It does, because I watched it again last night. I did watch the first 10 minutes, and I just kept the stream on when I had it. So I said, well, I'm sitting here having a beer. I was waiting for the clock at 2:00 last night to just turn to 3:00, and then I'm like, all right, then I'm going to go to bed because I just lost the whole entire hour like that. So that's when I went to bed. So I figured I just left it on and rewatched it, and it's still good around the second time. I thought it was.
You know what's funny is I was curious to get you guys' opinion on this because this made for like the perfect verses. You guys fell in love with the actress who was in Terrifier 2? What's her name?
Lauren Rivera.
Lauren Rivera versus Melissa Barrera. Imagine the epic fight that they would have, because those two are pretty badass.
And Melissa Barrera's, she's got more height. She's a
She just like she can kick ass.
I know, but in terms of the films and the verses, they're both pretty badass to have a versus. You know what I mean?
Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant. Let's see.
Yeah, that's just a good observation, Mary Beth. Yeah, I was curious. But I guess I knew one of the two were involved there, and so I was enjoying it. I wasn't too. I was actually enjoying it to the point where I'm like, I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm just want to see what happens because I was enjoying it. Yeah, Gail, if she was there or she wasn't there, it wouldn't have made a difference in this movie.
Yeah, no difference.
It really wouldn't have.
I felt bad for her boyfriend because she didn't give a fucking flying rat's ass about the
boyfriend.
Right.
Oh, Mary Beth's got a little thing for Skeet.
Oh, bro, you have no idea. I have to hear this shit every fucking day. Okay.
8 out of 10 sushis. Mary Beth's she's agreeing with the consensus here.
I was like, you realize he doesn't look that good, right? That's CGI, right? They're fucking, that's not him right now. Okay. She's like, doesn't matter. He's still good. I was like, all right, cool. All right.
He's still sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that is our review of Scream 6. If you haven't seen it, we all gave it 8, so we all recommend going and see it. Is it the best movie ever? No, but it's it's entertaining, and it keeps you interested for 2 hours and 3 minutes or whatever, something stupid like that.
To come out with a new film a year later that fast too was
it's good too.
That's good for the quality of what it was for being a year later. It's pretty damn good.
And you're missing one of your central characters too, and
Nev Campbell.
And Nev Campbell not being there, so You know, I was a little leery when they said the whole aspect where they were going to be in New York City, and I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? They did it. They did it good. They did it much better than Jason Goes to Manhattan. That's for sure.
And they didn't overdo it. They did it, you know.
Jason Goes to Ontario.
They used New York very well. The whole skyscraper scene with the
Yep.
walking across the skyscrapers and the subways and all that. People not giving a fuck about what's happening in broad daylight or in plain view. That makes perfect fucking sense to me.
It does. Take my
were they
word
in
for it.
Central Park during the day in that one scene, Pat, where they steal the cop car? They steal his car. Is that Central Park?
Oh yeah.
I have to go back and I'm trying. I have to visually see it again. It might have been Central Park. I'm not sure. I know they did film a lot there, so yeah, it might have been. I mean, tons of stuff has been filmed there. I mean, geez, just go watch. What do you call it? I was sitting. We were playing in this right across. We were playing in the same area when we went there to Central Park last time when we.
Weren't the Warriors in Central Park? Or no, that wasn't Central Park.
No, that was in Pelham Park in the Bronx. Actually, I just watched the Warriors a little ago. It was again. I was on. My wife's like, seriously again. I goes to the Warriors.
It's Walter Hill, baby. It's Walter Hill.
No, the part of Central Park that they filmed. Oh shit! The Bird Lady from Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2. Yeah.
Yeah, we were there and we were hanging out there and we were right. Of course, my daughter was young, so we had to go by the front of the building that they use in the TV show Jessie from the Disney Channel.
Oh yeah.
So we had to do all that stuff. And so that's all there. I mean, there's tons of famous stuff. Story, I'll tell you, our friends, I don't know if I ever told you this, when our friends came in from Ireland, they're big fans of the TV show Friends, and Friends is not filmed in Manhattan. It's filmed in LA, but the exteriors are always shot. So the building in Greenwich Village, we're like, where do you want to go? Statue of Liberty, Central Park. We'll go to Ellis Island. No, we want to take a picture in front of the building from Friends. So we had to go to Greenwich Village and the building. I forget the name of the street, and they wanted the picture in front of the building from Friends.
Hey, I want a picture from Seinfeld. The cafe. That's what I want.
Yeah, that's there. I'm a big Odd Couple fan. 1029 Park Avenue. That building is right there. The exterior from the Odd Couple. That's right there.
We did the tour when Lisa and I were there, and I think across the street from Lennon's apartment where he got shot. That's Central Park right there too, right?
That's Central Park. It's either Central Park East or west of Dakota.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, and shout out to the little bundle of joint, all 5 of her, Jenna Ortega. She's on a hot streak, my guys. Coming out with Wednesday season 2, all that shit. So Jenna Ortega, she's killing.
And she's in talks to being Beetlejuice too. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes.
She's the daughter.
That's right. So she is 20 years old and she is mega hot and she's killing it.
She's on fire right now.
She's on fire right now, man.
Yeah, that's our movie review of Scream 6, man. And we advise everybody go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
Give it a chance. Give it a chance.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Take it easy. Give it a chance.
Speaking of shot, don't forget, maybe we'll do it right before a collectible spotlight. We did say if Jamie Lee won, we would have to do a shot.
Yeah, because all the Halloweenies are being posted here. All the fans all excited with pictures. I guess I should change my picture profile on Facebook to my picture.
I'm sure it's blowing up all over the place right now, so I'll go check it all out later. I don't even want to get into it.
What am I talking about? Jamie Lee's just right back behind me right there. No, I'm just kidding.
And right from what I was saying before, I was watching the Warriors, and like what we like to do is, because we're all movie fanatics, TV people, horror geeks, so we're always watching stuff, and it's always nice to know, what did you watch this week? So nice. I watched most of the stuff I watched this week. I wrote it. I write it down. I'm trying to think if there's anything here. No, I can honestly say, well, the only newer thing, I think I mentioned when we did the watch along, the newest movie thing I saw was Knock at the Cabin, which we were going to do a review of, but we changed it to Scream 6. We can do that next week. We do a movie review of Knock at the Cabin. Sure. I watched that. Of course, the Rocky channel is still raring on Pluto, so I watched Rocky 3 and 4 again.
Yeah.
And it was, God, what night was that? Oh, after the book club, after the Halloween book club, I had a few more cocktails after that, and ended up falling asleep falling asleep in the chair down here. And I woke up, and what was on at 6 o'clock in the morning? But my beloved Black Christmas. So I woke up and watched Black Christmas on Friday morning.
Christmas in March.
Yep.
You're an animal. You're an
Poltergeist
animal.
2 and 3 I watched, and then I guess I'm assuming they were doing the Scream marathon on Pluto TV because of Scream 6. So I watched Scream 1, 2, and 3 this week. So that is everything I watched this week.
God damn, Pat, you watched a ton, bud.
You're a fucking animal, this guy. Fucking animal.
This is what happens when your kids get older and want nothing to do with you.
I love you. This is beautiful.
Sorry.
Look at him. Look at him.
He's got 2 dogs now. I'm at the bottom of the totem pole now.
Chaos and mayhem.
Yeah.
God bless it.
You guys watch anything good this week?
We watched a couple things. Are y'all seen that MH370, the plane that disappeared on Netflix?
No.
No.
Oh, if you're into like, conspiracies and planes and people disappearing and all kinds of shit, we watched the first 2 episodes and that's really good. You guys would dig it. It's called MH370? Mm-hmm. The plane that disappeared on Netflix. You guys would like that a lot.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I got to my daughter about that. She likes that stuff. She probably. I guarantee she probably saw it. She's a Netflix junkie.
Malaysian flight that disappeared. They say it's the Russians, kind of shit like that. Super fun. MB had never seen I Know What You Did Last Summer on Netflix as well. So of course I had to show her I Know What You Did.
Oh,
so
God,
good.
Love it. Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Well, they're all coming back.
They're all coming back. That's right. Summer 90s cheese, summer cheese. You can't go wrong with those films. And last but not least, and you guys probably have seen this. I hope you have. But I took the time to watch a fan film called Halloween Stocks. Did y'all see it?
No.
On YouTube.
I'd have to look at the cover. I lose track of all these Halloween fan films.
There's a bunch of fan films out there, but I was kind of scrolling through my feed on YouTube, and since I watch a lot of horror shit, it popped up, and it was about a 14 or 15-minute video, and it's really cool. It's called Halloween Stocks, and I watched it, I liked it, and I showed MB, and she liked it, and it's real cool. You guys gotta check that shit out if you like that. It's not that cheesy shit.
How long is it, Joe?
It's about 14 or 15 minutes. It's real short. It's real short, but it catches the ambiance of the original. The production is really fucking good. Like to be a fan film, this shit it looks really good. And I think you guys would dig it. It's worth the watch because it's real short. Excuse me.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is the Missing Plane show. How many episodes? Is it a full season?
How many seasons? Is it 1 season? I don't remember. We only saw the first 2 episodes. Huh?
I think it's only 3 episodes.
It's only 3 episodes, and we saw 2. So we
got one more. Okay.
Yeah, we got to finish.
What are they? An hour each, probably?
How long were they?
Like 45.
About 45 minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good.
It's good when you don't realize how long when you're watching it. You're just like, holy shit, and then you forget. You're just like next episode, next. Like you're not even paying attention. That's when you know it's good. That's when you know it's good.
Whew.
That's what we watched. Nothing crazy. Just enough.
Just enough. What about you, Brett? Did you fit it in with the kids and all this other shit going on?
I did. Well, I got 2 things here. So I think I told you guys I was supposed to go see a 35 millimeter print of 48 Hours. That's my number 3 film of all time behind Rocky and Halloween. And I got this email Friday morning when we're supposed to go Friday midnight. If you're receiving this email, it is to inform you that the 35 miller print we received for this weekend screenings of 48 Hours is moderately faded color and includes hard-coded Spanish subtitles. The movie will be shown as scheduled, and we invite you to attend, but if you would like to you can also offer and get a refund on your ticket purchase, as the print does not meet the high standards we hold to ourselves when projecting a film. So I talked to my brother who was going to go with me, and we decided not to go. We don't want to be disappointed.
Oh, okay.
See it somewhere down the road here. So did go see that. I started watching a show, and I'm sure you guys have heard about this. It's on Apple TV called Shrinking with Jason Segel and Harrison Ford.
Shrinking? No, I haven't heard of that.
And you talk about a dark comedy. So a grieving therapist played by Jason Segel starts to tell his clients clearly what he thinks Ignoring his training and ethics, he finds himself making huge changes to people's lives, including his own. Harrison Ford is the head of the practice that he works at. And it's Harrison Ford. If you've ever seen him, it's pretty much Harrison Ford like in real life. You know, he's so dry and so off when you see him on talk shows and everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's soon to be retiring because he's battling Parkinson's at the same time. The show is hilarious. I watched 5 episodes on Apple TV this morning.
Oh, shit.
It's exclusive to Apple TV?
It is, yeah. But
okay,
my
wife has that.
I didn't have Apple Plus for a while. I got it back this week because Ted Lasso starts this week, and I'm a big fan of that show. So, but it is hilarious, and everybody's liking it. Keep on hearing from people about it. So,
I hadn't even heard of that, but it sounds good.
Oh,
I definitely have to check that out.
If you've seen Jason Segel's other stuff, like I Love You, Man, or I think you watched his TV show. I think you guys said you watched his sitcom that he was on.
Oh yeah.
How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother. Yeah.
Told you that was. Hey, have you met Ted? How many times I did that to people? Gee, guys, the whole thing was those that watched How I Met Your Mother. Neil Patrick Harris was like the ladies' man in it. No,
Yeah.
which is kind
Funny.
of the opposite in real life, but he was great in that part. And he would always try to hook up Ted, who was the main character. Who's telling the story of him, the build up to him actually meeting his wife, and the story is him telling the kids, and the voice is actually not his in the beginning, and the narration is the late great the hell's his name? Oh my god, from Full House, the father that just passed
Bob
away.
Saget.
Oh, Bob Saget.
The late great Bob Saget. He narrates it, but he's actually not in the show. So every time he's trying to set Ted up, and Ted's like, "No, I don't want to meet anybody. I don't want to ever." So he'd be talking, then like the girl would be there, and he'd just walk in and go, "Have you met Ted?" And just walk away and leave him standing there with the girl. So that's something we would do to people all the time. I'm like, oh, like if I didn't want to talk to somebody anymore, I was someplace, and like my son, I think I told you guys a story when I was at my niece's wedding in Italy, and the father-in-law of my niece's husband. There was one friend of the family that was there, and when she drinks, she just talks, and when she gets onto you, it's like you can't get out. It's like a fucking spider web.
Oh, that's
so. I saw her coming. Me and my son saw her coming. We're like, oh shit, here she comes. And I'm sitting there talking to his dad. So she comes over. She's like, "Hi, Pat." I'm like, "Oh, hi. Have you met John's dad?"
I've heard you do that a few times.
20 minutes later, I do it all the time. 20 minutes later, we're in the bathroom. Comes Renee, he's like, "What did you do to me?" I'm like, "I owe you a beer. Let's go." I know. Sorry. I did Have You Met Ted to you, but yeah, and he was funny because his fiance, who eventually became his wife, and it was the girl from American Pie, the girl from this one time at band camp.
Yeah.
What the hell's
I
her
know
name?
you're thinking of
The redhead.
The redhead. Yeah. Can't remember her name.
You know who plays his neighbor, Jason Segel's neighbor in this too? And he hasn't been anything in a long time. Ted McGinley. I was like, Jefferson's in this.
No.
Yes.
I still have to watch it. I loved him. He was best. The best is Jefferson Darcy.
He plays kind of like an airhead. And he's pretty funny in it though. So yeah, he's in it.
I got to check that out.
I haven't seen Ted in anything in a long time. I was like, oh man, it's good to see him again.
No. Thought scattered, but the best is Jefferson. I mean, he was on what do you call it for a while?
Love Boat.
The last 2 seasons he was on Love Boat. The last 2 seasons of Happy Days, he was on too.
Oh, he's on Happy Days.
He was the nephew. Yeah, he was there. But
I always loved Jefferson, but we were Steve people. But I like Jefferson too. I always like David Garrison a lot more.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah. I'm just jumping in the chat real quick because I was looking something up. 3 is tolerable. Yeah, I'm the same way. It's tough to follow a whole season. Admittedly, the last season, the last thing that had like 10 episodes that I binged was that 90s show because I'm a big that 70s fan. That's why I'm that Halloween movie collector. That was worth it if you guys like that.
Cheers, Blake. Cheers, my man.
What, Brett,
Cheers
what is up with that screen? You got a film room. What's that here? That's for you, Brett. Well, I looked this up. Hold on 1 second.
Oh yeah, this is my basement is it is actually a home theater down here, and I turned it into a museum of some sorts. Well, one of these days I'll get the selfie stick and make a tour of that again. I know some people get curious about it again, so yeah.
Very cool.
Like the first episode, I was in the Rocky workout room, and then this is the Halloween domain here. So
That's right.
Multiple rooms in that place. Oh, there's your buddy, Moody.
That's right. What's up, Blake? What's up,
Blake.
buddy? Now, what are you drinking, man? You're drinking. We got a variety here. We got Stone IPA. We got Tito's and water. What are you drinking, my friend? Or
I'm
are
gonna have
you?
to get.
You know what?
I'm gonna have to get a Stone Cold beer out here after. I'm
Yeah,
done
it
with
could
this
be.
down. Man, this
Looks
Jennifer
like he has-
Connelly.
I'm
Holy shit. Jennifer Connelly doesn't age. She looks great.
Hey, Brett, look at this.
What?
Hey, you rolling in the dough. He's rolling in the dough.
Brett
tell
puts
you,
out.
Hey, he puts up.
We moved far away out from far Chicago into farmland because it was too expensive. So where my wife and I grew up, this house is probably 3 times the cost. So yeah, we had to go far to do this. No joke.
You know, I have always coined us as being ballers on a budget. We're blue collar collectors.
Or these guys
know?
might jokingly say there's a sugar mama, the missus, but that's
Hey, same here.
yeah.
Same here. My honey, woo, she take good care of me. She
But
take care of me.
You know what's funny? When we got married, oh yeah, she was way above me in the career. But then once I started getting into mine, oh man,
That's right.
gloves are off, man. And now who's bringing home the holy roll? Sorry, so
I was.
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to look up. This is what I'll be looking at, and I didn't realize it started. So I'm actually almost a week behind. I gotta get Hulu because History of the World Part 2 is starting. Mel
yeah,
Brooks.
right. Looks good.
Oh,
And look, so it's actually started. So I'm actually gonna. I think that's what I'll be watching tonight. After this, I'm gonna go watch the first episode of History of the World Part 2 on Hulu.
oh yeah, sounds good.
Oh, that's
Brett,
right.
have you seen
Brendan
Creed
Fraser.
3 yet? And what did you think?
Yeah, Creed 3, I enjoyed. I didn't think I was going to without Stallone being a part of it, but it's very personal. It's well made. It's done. Michael P. Jordan proved that he can direct. I would recommend it, or I think it's going to be on Amazon soon because, like, I think they just announced that Amazon's doing the next couple Creed movies, and then they're doing a spin-off show. So
wow.
yeah, definitely give it a chance. It's not like Rocky's ignored. You know, he's brought up, but the opponent, the villain character, yeah, he's very good. He's also the villain in, I think, the new Ant-Man movie or one of the new Marvel movies.
Yeah, the Ant-Man. Yeah, that's right. I have kind of, I haven't watched it yet, but I will in time. So in time.
Yeah, I'm sure Pat will too. Pat's watched them. And definitely. If you like the first 2 Creed movies, I can't see how you wouldn't like this one. It's just without
I'm looking forward to
Rocky,
seeing
without Stallone, it's a bit of a bummer. But
Personal look.
he's in a bidding thing with that Erwin Winkler, the producer. You know, they're kind of on the outs.
Yeah, that's about money. It's the Friday the 13th syndrome.
Oh well,
That's
Blake,
right.
you're gonna have to tell me what you think of Jake Gyllenhaal with Roadhouse. That's got to be notorious. Oh God, that's horrendous. But I like Jake Gyllenhaal. But
that is like a car wreck that I just can't wait to drive by and see.
did you guys see how he filmed? Like they did that at the UFC last week, where they
Oh,
filmed
yeah.
something for it.
He looked ripped though. All credit to the guy.
He's done that
Shredded.
before, where he's shredded.
Yeah.
He did I love the Southpaw. Did you ever see that?
Yes.
The boxing film?
Yes.
Great film.
Great movie. He's good at getting in shape, but it's like Roadhouse though. Roadhouse
That shouldn't be touched. It's
Come on.
Roadhouse for its time is why it made it so good, and
Fucking
just the
Dalton.
characters.
Dalton? Come on, man. And that
You know
leads into our next subject when it comes up.
Yes.
He's not going to be on our list, even if that movie came out.
No,
Fuck
that's
no.
that wouldn't be on my
This-
list.
If I had to pick something, like if you remember a year or two ago, they were talking about Ronda Rousey doing the female version of it.
Oh,
I probably could have tolerated that more than this, just to see what it would be
Absolutely.
like. But
him as an actor, he doesn't have that attitude that I felt or that image that is needed to portray that character.
yeah, you gotta have
Because-
a badass mullet, man.
Yeah, bro, you
You
don't
need-
have.
You need that. And I almost forgot. I actually had a sticky over here. And I'm like, what is this sticky? And I looked and I put down, don't forget to write this down. There was another movie that was on the other night when I woke up in the middle of the night. because I have these damn dogs. Yeah, I woke up to watch Skinamarink again, and then I was just gonna go fucking split my wrist after that. I woke up because the dogs were fighting again upstairs. I'm like, fucking dogs woke me up, so I couldn't go back to sleep. I put on the TV what was on, but Every Which Way But Loose.
Oh, those are fun, dude.
Oh, those are good.
Those movies are so good.
Love that movie. Right turn, Clyde.
You know what? We were talking about animals and horror. We got to do an orangutan horror movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Why not? That. And of course, I going back to sleep once I saw that was on. I'm like, oh, now I got to sit here and watch this fucking movie. What a great! I mean, Ruth Gordon, the mother.
Oh yeah.
Sitting on the front porch with the shotgun.
Super good.
I know they just one of the big private signing companies got Clint Eastwood. They signed him for a private signing, and you can't send in like full roll posters. It's got to be folded posters, and there's like a handful of people who are doing those two movies.
Any Which Way You Can wasn't bad. It was okay, but Every Which Way But Loose. You know, I love when he comes home with the orangutan and Ruth Gordon's yelling at him. He's like, Jesus Christ, crapping all over the floor, eating all my goddamn Oreos, 12 ribs, my goddamn ass. She was great in that. Oh, what a great movie.
We got our guy, the same guy that rides the semi in The Bandit. What's his name? Jeffrey Lewis, right? Juliet Lewis.
Juliet Lewis is that. Jeffrey Lewis, Beverly D'Angelo was in it too.
Yeah,
Everybody meets her at that fruit stand, and Jeffrey Lewis hooks up with her.
Love Jeffrey Lewis and Double Team, or was it with Double Impact with
Double Team?
Oh, the two twins.
Yeah. Or that Rob Zombie. Which one was that? The Devil's Rejects.
He's the dad.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, Devil's Rejects. He was the banjo guy.
That's right.
His line was, "Met Johnny Cash. He shook my hand."
That's right. That's right.
Pat, did you see some of the stuff from Monster Mania? It looks like it was another successful convention.
There was a lot of my friends that actually went, and I'm like, of course, the one I didn't go to because I had to go pick. I spent the entire day driving to pick my son up from college, and I saw like 3 or 4 of my friends went. They were posting pictures, saying, "I'm like, you sons of bitches, what? I didn't fucking go to, damn it." Unreal. Hey, what's up, Nick?
Hey, what's going on, Nick? How you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming on.
Happy Sunday.
Every Roadhouse fan thinks the remake will suck, so we'll all be wrong when it is great. I'd be pleasantly surprised.
Well,
if they make it its own, though, Blake is trying to say,
let's put it this way: we haven't made a final judgment on it. There, hold on. Let's pump the brakes because we love that movie so much that it's going to be hard to match it. So I feel like it's already going to get an uneven shake.
Yeah,
but if it's
going to go in negatively to look at,
if it's good, then great. You know, I love that.
If it's going to play off the same type of a script where it's going to be like not necessarily a shot-for-shot remake, but the same plot point. And I'm curious to see if because for those that don't know, you guys know I'm a guitar player, and the late great Jeff Healey was amazing in that. I saw him live too, man. What a fucking guitar player, man. I'd be curious to see if they have another amazing guitar player in the movie and who it would be.
Every time I think of a blind musician, I think of Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live with Stevie Wonder. Or no, it's Eddie Murphy Delirious. You want to press me, Stevie? Take the wheel, motherfucker.
You want to press me?
That's right.
Take the fucking wheel, motherfucker. Well, remember when he did Stevie Wonder, the Saturday Night Live? It was
with Sinatra and Joe Piscopo, right?
It was Joe Piscopo and him. And he's like, I am black, you are white, you are blind as a bat, and I have sight.
What's that one that looks like a broad?
Can't get away with that shit on TV nowadays. What's that?
What were you saying, Joe? I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
No, he's trying to tell Stevie Wonder something. He's like, what's that one we were talking about? The one that looks like a broad?
The one that looks like a broad. It was a guy. It was, who was it? It was, somebody dressed, I think it was somebody dressed like Meatloaf. He's like, yeah, bring the one that looks like a broad. And they were supposed to be Meatloaf with the long hair.
Eddie Murphy, Saturday Night Live's good stuff, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Unbelievable.
But no, that
question,
that question about the whole Roadhouse remake or whatever, it kind of ties into the next subject, our last subject rather, because it would be very hard for Jake Gyllenhaal to make this list that we got coming up because of how good the original was. I mean, honestly, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see. That's a great.
So everybody here, hang with us. But what we're gonna do is, here we go. This was the best too, man. I could go down a whole rabbit hole with Saturday Night Live.
This is how you answer the neighbor door in my neighborhood.
Yeah, who is it? I like it's just like the word of the day, boys and girls, is scum bucket. Go tell your mom and dad scum bucket. If they slap you, you said it right.
Buckwheat has been shot.
Buckwheat
Oh.
has been shot. I've been shot by John David Stutz.
Every time we saw James Brown, it was get in the hot tub, in the water, get in the hot tub.
Oh yeah, I mean that was Saturday Night Live. The first two casts, gold, absolute gold, unbelievable.
Richard
And that's
Simmons,
your neighbor, right, Joe? Frostbite's here.
Oh yeah, of course. Hey, miss you, my brother. We were doing some yard work outside, and I went over to his little camera and I left a message.
Did you moon him?
Oh yeah, I showed him full frontal.
So get in the hot tub. Hot tub.
You know.
Will it make the sweat? Hot
You're
tub.
not home, so you're missing out. You see, that's pretty much what.
So yeah, so everybody hang out because we're gonna have a lot of shit to talk about with this one. So our top 5 topic tonight is our top 5 remake actors that did it better than the original. That is going to be our top 5. So hang out.
Should I feed you?
Awesome intro.
All right, I'm pouring my a second beer. So whoever would like to go first, go right ahead and lead the pack.
All right, I'll go first.
Do it, boy. Do it up, boy.
All right. So my number 5, and this isn't just horror movies. This is all movies.
This is everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
everything.
I went across the board. Yep.
Yeah, across the board, and for the most part, I have a lot of horror tie-ins. But my number 5, I picked Al Pacino over Mr. Paul Mooney, Muni, Scarface from 1983.
That's on mine too, buddy. Good call.
Yeah,
Wow,
man.
that was on my short list. Yes.
Damn. When it comes to the movie Scarface, you talk about iconic status. You're talking about the most quotable lines. Say hello to my little friend. You're talking about, just Michelle Pfeiffer. The cast was great. The acting was great. The story was great. And, hey, come here, man. Who do I trust? Me. Huh? Fuck them. Fuck. I don't need him. I don't
That's
need
what
nobody.
I do, man.
That's what I do, man. So for me, I mean, number 5, Al Pacino, one of the greatest living actors of our generation or of all time. So there's my number 5.
I can't even have babies with her because she's so polluted.
There's no polluted, man. Hey, I can't even have a kid with her, man.
She's so polluted.
She like me. All I got in this world are me and my cojones, right?
Me and my boss.
My boss.
And so, you want to make a move? Do it. If not, these all right. We can go all day.
Oh,
we do watch
a nice Scarface, man.
Yeah.
God
What
damn.
you got, Brady?
Number 5. It was I think it's the last movie he's done because he's pretty much retired unless there was something else. Jack Nicholson in The Departed. It is a remake from the Hong Kong remake called Infernal Affairs.
Oh yeah, I love me some Jack.
Jack Nicholson, that movie, I assume everybody's had to have seen that by now. But
Oh yes. Yeah.
if you haven't, that is one of the best ensemble casts. You want to talk about gangster? Yeah.
It's the movie
Pretty
that
top.
finally gave Scorsese the fucking Oscar.
Yes.
After
Yes.
being snubbed all those years.
Damn Oscars.
Bastards.
But yes,
What are
Jack
you-
Nicholson.
What are they up to as you're watching it there, Brady? I see you still have it on the background.
Oh yeah, you keep that same energy. Yes. All the good names are taking podcasts. Yes. Keep that. You'll see why. Keep that energy.
There's Julie Louise Dreyfus. That's one of who the hell is this?
I love you, bro. Hey, look, he's talking about the ring message. I left him on his ring camera.
Oh,
My neighbor, like what he put. He's like, dude, I just saw the ring message. It's time for a high life.
did you moon him or something? Come on.
Oh, bro, I amped him up, bro. I got him going.
Oh, absolutely. With Goldblum. Absolutely.
That's my number 4, so we can talk about it when we get there.
Oh yeah, we'll get there. All right, we're going there. Yeah, we're going there.
I'll be right back. Don't mind me. Y'all keep talking.
After these
My number
messages.
5, of course, I'm that Halloween movie collector, and this might be controversial, so I'm firing the first fucking shot. I personally think I prefer Brad Dourif as Sheriff Brackett over Charles Cyphers.
You son of a bitch.
I steal one of yours too?
No, I didn't. I didn't pick anything Halloween.
I wasn't going to, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to fire this shot across the bow just to piss some people off, because everybody's like, oh, that's blaspheme. No, listen, hear out. You know, you can hate the Rob Zombie movies all you want, but Brad Dourif in both of those movies was fantastic.
Yeah, and
Charles Cyphers was admittedly he was middle of the road. I love Charles Cyphers. No offense, I've met him. He's a great guy, but come on. I mean, if you look at the roles and what they did and how they acted, I'm sorry. I think Brad Dourif did it better. Sorry. Look it up. There we go. He's like, yep. It just did the whole thing. I'm sorry. Yep. That.
I think
it is. I'm sorry.
A lot of ours, though, and I think it's going to go with Joe's too, is a lot of them are from movies that are like over 50 years old. You know, they're a lot older.
I do have some older ones. Yeah.
Like obviously Scarface, that original movie is very
old. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say. No, I didn't want to give Nick a heart attack. No, I wasn't going to go there. Albeit Malcolm McDowell, I think he did a great job with what he had. I thought that was a fantastic choice, picking him as a Loomis character for the Rob Zombie movies. And he did what he had to do. And albeit the second movie, I don't like the whole Loomis is a dick twist, but he did what was on the script, so I don't fault him for that. But I think he was okay as Dr. But I'm sorry, man. There's no hold the candle to
it. Pat and I were talking. If you guys had watched our show a few weeks ago, Paul Giamatti would have been a great Dr. Loomis.
Yes.
He would have been a great Dr.
Yes. So, Joe, you missed it. I fired the first warning shot. Did you hear it?
What happened?
I said for my number 5 was Brad Dourif as Sheriff Brackett. Did it?
Shots. You know what? I'm not mad at that. Because in terms of quality of an actor,
I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. You guys know. I'll see it on Instagram. I'll get a lot of messages like, what did you do?
No, not at all. That was actually a really good choice. Annie, all that shit, you know.
That scene was
when Annie
unbelievable.
dies, it's some of the best acting in the series.
Seriously.
See, it's funny how we all think the same thing. So for me, it's like
that's because we're all fucked up.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that choice because that's a hell of a choice. Hell of a Tony Danza.
Tony Danza just in the outfield.
Hey, that's where that fucking actor, from Scream 6, Manoni, whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
Dylan McDermott.
Dermot Mulroney.
Yeah, I get him confused with the guitarist from Aerosmith. I don't know
Both
why.
of those two gotta get into a cage and beat the shit out of each other. So there's only one.
Yeah. Like him and Will Ferrell and the drummer from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Same shit. They look fucking identical. Goddamn it.
Oh, what's the same? Flea?
Yeah. No, the drummer. The drummer.
Oh, the drummer.
Chad Smith.
Chad Smith.
Chad Smith. Yes. Chad Smith. Did y'all go to number 5?
No, you're number 4.
Number 4. Oh, you guys are going to appreciate this fucking choice because it fucking ties into tonight's mega win. Number 4, I had Jamie Lee Curtis over Miss Barbara Harris. I guess I'm saying it right, from Freaky Friday. 2003. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Shout out to Jamie Lee. I love you.
Shout out to Jamie Lee. And for those that wondering why it says congrats Jamie Lee at the bottom, she won the Best Supporting Actress about a half hour ago. So
that's right.
Congratulations.
And that movie Freaky Friday, it's big in my house, especially when my girls were younger. Was it Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis? That's a film that my daughter is literally in the kitchen giving me a head nod right now. So I made a good choice. And to me, that movie is just when they would have it on the TV, I couldn't get that annoyed because when I would see Jamie Lee, I'd be okay with it. So. Yeah, man. Jamie Lee was the best.
There's a good one, too. Jessica Biel and TCM. I'm surprised that was a tough one to leave off this list. No, I knew about that because that was.
No. We saw her on the list, and she belongs on the list, or at least mentioned. So thank you for mentioning her.
She belongs everywhere.
I'm going non-horror. I'm going to change my order here just because we've been talking a little bit about.
I think there's one non-horror on my list. Actually, 2. Well, too. Go ahead, go.
Mine's more of a combination of a whole cast.
Yeah.
The Birdcage, the new Birdcage. You know, it was a remake to a British or a French Italian film in the 1970s.
La Cage aux Folles.
Thank you very much.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you, Nathan Lane and Robin Williams, and I'm going to tell
Brilliant.
you, Robin Williams doesn't take a backseat too often, but he does the Nathan Lane in that film, and it does. Just in my opinion, but that's just me.
That movie, and God, Hank Azaria as the housekeeper,
Gene Hackman as the politician,
yes,
sneaking him out of the club, and Diane Weiss, who's in a lot of stuff.
That movie is just
movie is amazing, and that's watch along material, by the way. Just throwing it out there.
I would have no problem doing that. Yes. That movie. That's probably one of the movies I've seen 100 times that falls into that category of like I could still watch it and still fucking laugh out loud at it.
Every time you hear "We Are Family," I think of that damn movie.
Yes, yes.
Every time.
Yes.
So that's one of my kind of Oh, there's another non-horror one, but that's my the Birdcage cast, the ensemble of that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know what? And I found this. You know what? Oh, I love you. Okay.
I forgot about that one. Oh, okay.
Hold on.
All right. I'm jumping the gun on this one because he beat me to it. That is my number one.
Oh,
I'll just go out there and say, just because
Ronnie
put it out there, my number one easily. I'm sorry, man.
That's my number 3, De Niro.
That's your number 3, De Niro and Cape Fear.
Cape Fear.
Compared to the original was Robert Mitchum, and Robert Mitchum's a great actor. And if you watch the original, legendary actor, if you watch the original Cape Fear, it's actually very good.
Yes.
But De Niro's performance in that Cape Fear, was just uncanny. How crazy he was, and Max Cady and the way he transformed himself with the tattoos all down his back and everything, unbelievable. So
the whole
my number one. I just throw it out there because it was in there.
Yeah, no, I can elaborate on that further because that was going to be. So you still have to go with your number 3, right, Pat?
Yeah. So
okay,
it's my turn.
Yeah, you can go with your number 3, and then we'll re-elaborate on my choice for number 3 and then your number 1 because that movie's so fucking good. There's a lot of meat. Yeah, there's so much meat on that bone. So we go ahead. That's perfect.
My number 3. Now this movie was I'm still a big fan of it, but I watched it a lot when I was back in the early 80s, the days of going to the video store and getting VHS tapes, simply because I just loved the story and I just loved this version of it. But I think Donald Sutherland did it better in Invasion of the Body Snatchers than Kevin McCarthy as Miles Bennell in the original. Yeah, Donald Sutherland in that movie was just fantastic. Great. For those who haven't seen the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, just unbelievable. Go watch the 1978 version with Donald Sutherland.
Hey, see if y'all can hold that shit.
Because it breaks your heart. That's the end of it. You thought he made it, and you thought he didn't get taken over by the pods, and then there it is at the end, and you're like, "Fuck."
Yep. Good mention there, Blake. Dawn of the Dead remake, amazing. But who though? He's talking about the zombies themselves.
Zombies. All right. Yeah. Much love.
I like that.
Yeah. The zombies were a little kind of cheesy. The original Dawn of the Dead, but.
I like that, Blake. That's good, Blake. That's good.
Yeah, I love Invasion of the Body. The original is not a bad watch either, man. Go back and watch the original. The Donald Sutherland 78 version, unbelievable.
Oh, that's so good. Good choice, my friend. No,
very good.
Yeah, my number 3 is previously mentioned Robert De Niro over Robert Mitchum, Cape Fear from 1991. I can remember as a kid, the scene that stuck out to me the most was when he hid underneath the car, and he was, he followed them to when they were going towards the boat. And he untied himself, and he comes out and all dirty, and the person sees him, and he just looks at them, and they're just like, whatever, like that showed you kind of how crazy that motherfucker was. But Robert De Niro, the man, the whole counselor.
He beats the shit out of the one broad in the bed.
Oh, yeah, that's ugly.
Oh, yeah, and, holy shit.
And then whenever he kicks the shit out of those fucking guys, he's like, counselor, are you out there? And then he's like, what the fuck's the difference?
I I always get a kick out when the fireworks are going off and he's hanging up on top of the fence or the gate. Or the
Yes. And she's like, is he there? And then he just disappears. Like that whole performance. Oh, when he killed that one guy, that laid out the fishing line throughout the whole house and all that shit.
Yeah.
And he's
Oof.
wearing the wig and all that shit. Creepy as fuck, man. You don't get, and it's so good.
Love the
Is that-
music in it too.
These boys know
Sure.
I'm a cigar connoisseur, and Brett likes to smoke some cigars, and so does my buddy Moody over there.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm just going to go off the deep end and just walk into a theater and have a cigar and just be like, just to fuck somebody's movie up and just sit there.
Yes. Hey,
Just to
but then
piss
he's like,
everybody off.
excuse me.
I'm going to do that one of these days. I'm going to get my ass thrown out, of course, but who fucking cares?
Oh, so good.
Oh, here's a good one. I didn't even think of this one. Steve Martin, Father of the Bride.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You could see where those houses were in Pasadena. They're right near the Halloween locations.
Gone in 60 Seconds. That was a loose remake, right? Yeah, I think so.
Nick Cage is
Yes,
the best.
it was.
He's like this. All right, let's ride. That's right.
So that was your number 3 was De Niro and Cape Fear. What about you, Brady? Your number 3.
Oh, I guess you got to count. I got to count Kurt Russell in The Thing, man, compared to The Thing from Another World. If you count those other characters,
Yeah.
his exact character isn't. I don't think it's the same exact character, but yeah, it's better than The Thing from Another World. As much as
Oh yeah,
my old man probably would like that. He loves the original one, but it's a different film too.
it's a
and
different
fair.
film. Yeah, it really is. It's
Yeah.
it's
It's a
a
good
fun
choice.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, look at Blake's comment. Oh, over Walter Matthau. What?
Blaspheme.
Blasphemer.
Say what?
Girl say what? Girl say what?
Well, at least Vince Vaughn's better than Anthony Perkins here tonight. I don't think so.
Wait. Girl say what?
Oh yeah. The first person to say Vince Vaughn over Anthony Perkins, I will personally come to your house and fucking shoot you in the head.
Or we said on our watch along, there's certain somebody, and I'm not going to repeat who, that like Johnny Depp more than Gene Wilder. And
Shame.
I would kick you right in the dick.
oh fuck! I got the new one. Okay.
Oh, GK, what's up? I'm sorry. What's up, G? Oh, yeah. Never trust the poo poos. Dream sex, very enjoyable.
Yes, we love that. Thank you.
JLC, congrats. Well deserved.
Hey, thanks
Love
for
her to
joining,
death.
GK.
Just out
Hey,
of politics.
GK.
Yeah. Love you, GK. Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us, man.
GK,
All right,
we
so-
said it as a joke, just so you know. That might be less of a chance of her showing up at age 45.
Oh, there's absolute zero point.
I don't want to say
He's not
zero,
showing
but
up.
I'm
Oh,
sure
come on.
I think it's a small chance.
I think it's a very slim chance she's going to show up at age 45 now. She did the smart thing. She did the whole thing where I'm going to sell the autographs for charity, which is all the power to her. That's fantastic. So
Yes.
I'm sorry. Oh, this is whose turn is it? Did you
I think
go?
I
Did you
just
do-
went.
You
right?
did
Yeah.
number 3. So okay, so this
Ready,
actually, I see this in well, it's not the movie that I'm talking about, but I see it in the comments, so I'll throw it out there. My number 2, not overwhelmingly the best movie ever, but it's got a sentimental thing for me because it's actually the first movie I ever saw in the movie theater when I was a kid with my family, and I think Jessica Lange did it better than Fay Wray in King Kong.
Oh
1976.
no shit! You went
yeah.
old school.
Mhm. And I was somebody just commented right here. Jeff Daniels,
Yeah.
the King Kong remake. So
Yeah.
I think I love that 76 version. I'm sorry, with Jessica Lange, and it's very sentimental because that was the first movie I ever saw in the theater.
Hey, speaking of Cape Fear, shit, with De Niro, remember? She was the wife.
She was the wife with Nick Nolte, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's awesome.
Mhm.
That's a good choice, man. Damn, dude. King to the Kong, baby. Ooh.
Was 3 Man the Baby? That wasn't a remake, was it?
It was?
Of anything?
Oh, wow. I didn't know. No.
If it was, I was not aware of that.
We were just talking about that movie the other day.
Yeah. If you guys go back, watch our watch along from this past Tuesday. We did Runaway with Tom Selleck.
The greatest
Yeah.
mustache in the world. No, not maybe.
And
It's
that's
up
why I was commenting because the kid that plays his son looks like the little cardboard cutout that appears in that movie that people had the big conspiracy theory about. That was like the
Mhm.
dead kid or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. And meanwhile, it's just like a cardboard thing that was behind a curtain. That's my number 2. Jessica Lange, I think, did it better than Fay Wray.
That's amazing, man. All right, now we're getting time to the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty. My number 2, I think it was previously mentioned in the comments. Jeff Goldblum over Al Hedison or Hedison, The Fly from 1986.
Fly.
Fuck, Brenda Fly.
Brenda Fly.
The fucking that movie speaks for itself. Gina Davis is amazing. The whole storyline, the whole practical effects. It was such a good film. I can watch it from start to finish, even to this day. But Jeff Goldblum, yes. Life finds a way. You know, shit like that. Jeff Goldblum knocks it out of the park.
Absolutely.
The way he acts, he's like that in every movie. You know, like
Yeah.
Independence Day. One of my guilty pleasures. Did you ever see him with Ed Begley Jr. in Transylvania 6-5000?
Oh yes.
Oh, good
Yes.
stuff.
Oh yes.
I love that movie.
Yes.
With Gina Davis. She's the
Yeah,
hot
she-
vampire.
Yes. Absolutely. Honey dip. Love me some Gina Davis.
Nice. So we're at number
And,
2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see it when you're researching it, but it really falls into this category. Maybe you guys saw it. This probably should be my number 1, but I'm going to go as number 2 here. It's no doubt it's got to be Anthony Hopkins as Hannibal Lecter over Brian Cox in Manhunter. Because Brian Cox would have came back and did Silence of the Lambs as Hannibal Lecter. Doesn't work.
Bro.
It doesn't work. No, I agree.
Doesn't work. And Manhunter's a good film. Manhunter's a very good film.
You know, it doesn't really stand up to the quality film of Super Troopers, but hey, you know, it is what it is, you know?
Brian Cox is awesome in Super.
I love Brian Cox, man.
The next guy that says shenanigans.
Hey, Fargo, what's that place you like to go on the dumb shit all over here? You mean shenanigans?
Oh, I told you. Maybe I didn't tell you, Joe. So, you know, the 2 of the guys were at Horror Hound in September, and we just missed them. They were selling. They only had a few of them in their inventory. Full-size Super Trooper poster signed by all of them for like $100. $100.
Really?
And
That's
I had
it?
my own. Yeah, and I had my own poster to get signed by both of them, but it was going to cost me $50 to get them both on it. Like not, but 25 each. Yeah, I could have gotten like Club Dread or Super Troopers too.
Fucking love Club Dread. I fucking love Beer Fest. I fucking love Club Dread too. I fucking
Slam
love
and
them all.
Salmon. Slam and Salmon's great.
Love them all, man. Fuck, I love them all.
Yeah, you've always been to Mexico.
You've always been to Mexico.
Dude, whenever I go past the syrup at an aisle at a grocery store, even see it in my fridge, I think of that damn movie too.
Oh, for real, dude. We need to watch one of their fucking movies.
Oh, I don't want a large Farva. I want a goddamn liter of cola.
I want a goddamn liter of cola.
Now, this is a movie I haven't seen in a minute. Mr. Deeds. I gotta go back and watch that.
Oh, I love the fucking helper. What's his name from fucking
John Turturro.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Oh, he's the best. He's the best.
Whipping him with the freaking what's he hitting him with the tool with the fireplace? What do you call it?
Oh, the hot poker.
The poker.
The hot poker.
Yeah, he's hitting freaking Adam Sandler in the leg with him ever because he's got no feeling.
That's right.
But yeah, Anthony Hopkins, man, and talk about Silence of the Lambs. Though that movie that swept all the major 4 Oscars too, and that year I always get a kick out of when that won, and then the next year or was the year before Dances with Wolves won. They were both Orion Pictures movies, and Orion went under.
Ain't that a bitch? Ain't
well,
that
Orion's kind of back now. I think somebody owns them or brought the name back for it, but yeah. So yeah, Pat, you go, bud.
Well, my number 1 was not spoiled, but I kind of when it was in the chat, I kind of blew my load.
That's what she said.
Figure why not? What the hell? So yeah, there's not much more to say. De Niro's performance in that was just second to none. Even the whole part where he's trying to win over Juliette Lewis. He was just so fucking creepy. trying to
When he
win
was
her
in the
over.
school, when he was in the
When he was in the
school,
school. Yeah, I mean, just unbelievable performance by him, and I think we pretty much said it all. That yeah, that's hands down. I think be hard to top that one. So, be curious to hear what you guys have.
great choice, my brother. Well, the number one for me, it was something that the character itself, it's immortalized, it's iconic. But the movie really scared me as a fucking kid, and to this day, it's one of the best ever. I picked for my number one Gary Oldman over Bela Lugosi from 1931's Dracula. So I selected Gary Oldman from Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992.
Wow, that's deep, brother. That's
Dude.
cool as hell.
When it comes to the portrayal of Dracula, you know, that movie with Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, what's his name? Who was Van Helsing? Thor's dad.
Hugh Jackman.
Anthony
Hugh
Hopkins.
Jackman. Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins. That movie, even though the acting was pretty poor, Keanu was pretty trash in terms of his accent. The movie, the storytelling, the visual portrayal of Dracula and what it was in that film it's iconic, man. I fucking love that movie. Bram Stoker's Dracula from '92. Gary Oldman, I mean, goddamn, what more can you say about him as an actor? So many good roles. The Fifth Element. What was that one?
Multipass.
The Professional. Yeah, The Professional.
Professional.
The movies are endless. That movie with he was in. He played the role. Hannibal Lecter fucked him up. He was that guy, the rich guy with the fucked up face.
Yeah, in Hannibal. That's funny. You could look at my face, but you cringe when you think of the name God.
Exactly. He played that role. I mean, you just name it. He won the Oscar for whatever. What was he? He played president.
Blake's got it spot on. Sorry,
Somebody.
I just saw his note.
No, he's in. Speaking of Gary Oldman, I say he's better than Gordon. Well, okay, that's another point. So
that's what I do, man.
Hey, that's what I do, Mike. But no, Gary Oldman, man, my number one.
Hey, I've been at a Waffle House. Nothing wrong with a Waffle House.
Hey, Joe, speaking of, our Alamo Draft House, because they're doing a whole bunch of Keanu Reeves movies, they're playing Bram Stoker's Dracula here this upcoming week or so.
I'm jelly, my guy. I would love to watch that film and fucking, we watch that and then we can watch Dracula Dead and Loving It right after that.
Oh yeah.
Boy, I haven't seen that in years.
Now that you mentioned Dracula, one of the ones I almost put on this list, I don't know, have you guys ever seen Nosferatu?
Oh, I love, yes.
Long time.
That was
the 79 remake with Klaus Kinski?
Yes. Not the original, the remake.
Not the original. The
yes.
one with Klaus Kinski. I was this close
yes.
to putting it on this list. It's funny that and you said that Dracula. Klaus.
Yes.
Klaus.
Yes. I mean, you can't.
Well, Klaus is the fish. Isn't Klaus the fish in American Dad? American Dad. Isn't that the name of the fish that talks? Isn't his name Klaus? I think it is. The talking fish from the cartoon, American Dad.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I know talking fish.
I think the fish's name is Klaus.
It is Klaus, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love Gary Oldman from The Fifth Element. The stones. I said I want stones. Not one, not two, not three, 4 stones. He had that little lisp. Y'all remember that? Yeah.
He was kind of crazy in True Romance too. He Cedar too. But
only it's not necessarily a stinker, but I didn't care much for the portrayal. Was when he played Sid Vicious and Sid and Nancy.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that great. Yeah. Those that don't know, I'm a big Sex Pistols fan. I was a diehard punk rocker back in the day. And it wasn't a great portrayal. So, but that was probably one of the only ones I was like, eh. Other than that, he probably doesn't have a stinker. I loved when he played the cameo on, speaking of Friends again, when he played the cameo on Friends, where he was acting opposite Joey and he kept spitting in his face when he was talking.
That's right. Yeah.
And Joey's like, dude, you're spitting all over me. He's like, that's what good actors do. You got to spit. He's like, okay. So they're like, and they're just like spitting on each other. And then like, okay, cut. And they're like, great scene.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So good.
Good stuff.
But did you give your number one? You didn't give your number one, Brett. Did you?
Oh no, did you already do your number one, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Gary
that was your number one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
My number one, because I probably would have done Hopkins. I flipped them. I'm going to do Tony Todd from Night of the Living Dead in that remake.
Holy shit! Yes.
Come on.
Wow.
Did we all
Yes.
forget that, right? Oh my God.
I did it because y'all know that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite remakes. And because I was like, I didn't want to ruffle any feathers, and I had a good list already. I thought about him, and I was like, nah. And the fact that you mentioned it, it's just amazing.
Well,
Yeah.
I could honestly, that's almost a spot on like for like remake,
Yes.
and it's just as good, just because it's more modern. I guess you can't say that about Psycho. And what other like for like remakes?
No, you can't.
No, you can't say that about that.
Like-
No.
And there's nothing wrong with the original Night of the Living Dead either, too. So
No, there's not.
Tom
But his
Savini
role
just
is
does
more
a hell of a
iconic.
job.
Yeah, and shout out about Tom Savini. What is it? Tomorrow.
Thing with two heads. Yep.
That's right. We got an episode. Sean, they got a new episode coming out, by the way.
Oh, it's tomorrow. Oh, that's tomorrow already. Wow.
Yeah,
Holy
he's
shit,
probably
check
been
that.
pretty busy or something. He was probably at Monster Mania this weekend, I would guess.
Yeah, he was busy with the Screen folks too in Seattle. I saw some posts from that.
Yeah,
Skeet
Seattle
and
was
all that.
last week, right? Or
Was it last week? Yeah, he's
Could be
been
wrong.
posting some good stuff.
Yeah, Skeet was busy, huh?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Skeet and Jamie Kennedy are going to be here for Flashback, both of them, so they're coming back.
Dog it. Hey man, but good fucking list, my guys. You never
Dude, this was a good
disappoint.
topic. Now I got to think about next week. I didn't get
That's
to
right.
study as much because it was a busy week. So
That's all right.
now I got my
No.
Joe notebook here. So this is
Yeah.
That was
Yes,
that was a lot of fun. That was definitely a good topic and a lot of varied shit that we were doing there too.
Well, and shout out to
Go
everybody in
deep.
the comments. That was great to have other stuff in there. There was a lot that I didn't even think of that was in the comments there. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool. So we're moving on. We're moving on up. And don't forget, we'll be having that shot for Miss Jamie Lee Curtis because we said if she won, we were gonna have to have a shot.
Oh,
That's
shit.
right.
What should I do? What are we gonna do? Am I gonna do the one that I'm sitting on like what Joe? What are you having a shot of? What are you guys having?
You know me. Your ass cheeks
Fire?
are probably gonna give you a hint, but a good old fireball shot.
Oh, the good old fireball. Oh, you know what?
Okay, anybody back there? It's just because I'm sitting on a promotional fireball chair. That's what Joe means by that.
That's right.
No wise comments
Hey,
there.
hey, this isn't straight ass cheeks. This is sweet ass cheeks. All right, sweet.
Well, I have to go get
Right, you
something, so
fucking
I'll be
rookie,
right back.
Like in Team America.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get it.
Yeah, I'll go get it too.
I love it.
Or
You
I'll
guys
stay.
are the best.
We'll
No, you
stay.
you go ahead. Go ahead, brother. I
I'll
can
just go entertain everybody.
You just go, man. You go and I guess.
I think we'll just do Halloween 3 on Tuesday. We'll tell Pat that. We'll surprise him.
Yeah, because you know what? You know he wants to watch it. You know
He
it.
wants to watch it.
He
And
wants
when
to
you guys
watch
did it. You guys watched it way back when last year, and that was
Yes.
I was on spring break with the kids. So
Yeah.
I was able to join you.
And to have you on board, it would be well worth it.
And we could all chuckle together.
Yes, and because of the fact that it's a great fucking movie, I don't give a shit. It's great.
Okay.
Great. But you know what? For all the viewers out there, thank you for tuning in. We love doing this, the research aspect and giving our 2 cents. And I don't know if I can speak for the other guys, but you know, this is a breath of fresh air when it comes to my life because of the fact that I have a really hectic, busy schedule. I got kiddos. I have a lovely fiance. We have a lot of responsibilities, but the fact that I get to kind of wind down, get to have some fun, shoot the shit, have some good times with some good friends, it's really an honor and a pleasure. So for all y'all who are joining, thank you. And if you're watching this after the fact, please, subscribe, like. We got a lot of good topics coming up, especially when we get our heads together. I like to call us the three-headed monster, man. We put our minds together. We start throwing some ideas. Some stick, some don't. But it's all in an effort to kind of be entertaining and stay entertaining. So thank you guys so much, you guys and girls, for joining us. Because look, you guys don't realize, Brett, that guy right there, this guy below me, this guy right here, that's a bad dude right there. That's a bad man. That's a bad man.
I'm not rich, I swear.
That's a bad no. And he's made me realize it's not about having a lot of money. It's about having passion. Because if you start a collection, having a collection is not about having money. Starting a collection is about having passion. Because as time goes on, you will find out that your collection will grow. and it's not about how much money you have. It's about all the passion that you have. So,
Absolutely.
For me being I consider myself a fairly new rookie, collector. It's all about just staying passionate, and before you know it, you're gonna be bitching about it. I promise, because it's not about having all the money in the world.
You got it right, Joe. It's not. It's
Sorry it took so long, boys.
No, hey, we allow pee breaks at the horror movie podcast, okay?
I did run outside and make some yellow snow. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
Oh.
hey, I know my buddy's pee patterns, okay? That's when you know you got a friend, because we know each other's pee patterns, okay?
All right, so you guys want to do a shot?
I know.
now?
I peed with him before.
Yes, we bonded. We peed together.
And I'm jealous. You know what? At one point in time, we're gonna be all lined up,
but
we
didn't cross the streams. That would be
no, definitely didn't cross.
No crossing the streams. But then y'all are gonna be next to Joe and be like, "God damn, what do you feed that thing?" And be like, blondes.
So we
do you
said,
sleep with that thing?
for those that didn't know, earlier in the podcast, we were waiting for Jamie Lee Curtis to announce if she won, and we said if she wins, we're all going to do a shot.
That's right.
And I got my everyday is
the
Halloween shot
cinnamon, I
glass.
could taste it.
And I was trying to figure. That's what took me. Actually, the pee went quick. I was trying to figure out what the hell to do. So I would think I'm going to do
carry one.
I'm going to do some screwball.
That got me a little bit of fireball.
I'm laughing because it would have been screwball or fireball, and the fireball was the first bottle I saw.
That's right. If you're taking a shot in the comments, let us know if you're taking a shot in honor of our Scream Queen, Miss Jamie Lee Curtis,
winning Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars.
And you know
so
what?
Here's to the Scream Queen. It was the boogeyman.
The keys. The
Scream
keys.
Queen.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Oh God, it's been a long time. Fuck.
I could drink that all fucking day. That'll just really screw me up.
Oh,
It's a peanut butter night. Peanut butter screwball, peanut butter and fudge beer.
Yeah, Surgeon General says, "Don't drink this shit." All right.
You know what? If we're gonna do Halloween 3, I think we were saying. I know Pat, you were up for that one. Joe and I, when you went to go take your yellow snow trip.
I'm up for Halloween 3. I think that'd be a lot of fun. You know,
I think it would be.
Yeah.
Put on my new hoodie, and we'll get all Tom Atkins up and everything. You know.
And I think we should throw some trivia questions out there. I'll bring out the Patrick got me for Christmas. Maybe some horror trivia cards.
Yes, some horror trivia. Absolutely.
I love Brett's brain teasers. I love them.
The brain teasers. We're gonna get prepped for 1 week from tonight.
Yeah.
Turn 42. So this will be.
That's right. So next Sunday's podcast will be Brett's birthday, the 19th.
You motherfucker.
Saturday's a lot more.
Oh yes. So I'm going to make sure I work from home the next day, or I'm going to make sure that they have funeral plans because we'll have to drink a lot during that podcast.
Okay, so here's the deal then. Well, fuck the shit. I was like, just throwing out before we get into the last topic here. You need to pick what we're going to cover. This is all about you.
Yeah, I really wanted to get doing that bracket thing. Like I was telling you guys for a while, I'm just time. But
I gave it. Yeah.
This is all about Brett. The more, the bretter.
Oh,
it's the Brett show.
The more, the more, the bretter.
The more, the bretter. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm thinking about it for sure tomorrow, and then we finalize it on Tuesday when we're talking what we're gonna do. What you guys want to do?
Yes, I love your grown-up talk. I love you. I love you so much.
I feel like I feel like I've given myself a new gimmick with these Gary from Team America glasses, or not Gary, whatever his name is. Get the fuck out of my way, rookie.
I love it. I'm not talking any kind of shit. I love it.
Not going away. They're not going away now. Bob Vilas are sticking around.
And I got some shades. Last topic of this fine evening would be we each like to highlight something from our collection. So be our collectible spotlight.
Creepy as shit, by the way.
I like to be creepy. And you know what? In honor of I just dug this out. Hopefully it comes up right here. I dug this out, so I think since it's Brett's birthday next week, let's let Brett show his we'll do Brett's collectible spotlight first.
That's still great. That's still great.
It says new items, but I forgot. I'm like, wait a second, I gotta go. I just dug it out of the vault here.
Sleep with you guys the one night.
I fucking love this shit.
For those that used to watch the Halloween Collectors podcast, that was Brett's intro.
That was it. Oh, good God, that was priceless. You guys have been so supportive. I love you guys. This has been such a rough week where my brain's been mush, so I apologize. So yeah, Pat, what do we got here? I sent you 2 things, right?
You sent me 2 things, so let's bring up Brady's stuff, which is uno momento.
St. Patrick's Day related, in a way. That is my Leprechaun full-size 27x40 original poster signed by the Lep himself, Warwick Davis, at Monster Mania, Pat, way back when. That was one of the times.
Oh, okay, nice.
I love it, dude.
I should have gotten a better picture of the damn sun or the lights, but hey, it does it right. So
give me my gold.
How's your leg? You ever seen it where he kicks the one guy in the leg after he's got his foot caught in a bear trap? He kicks him and runs away. Great stuff. But yeah, Leprechaun. That first Leprechaun's fun, man. Jennifer Aniston is a brunette. She can do it.
Oh, wait a second. My Spanish is bad, but doesn't this mean my fishing gear is in the kitchen?
No, la onda a toda madre o u desmadre el jefe Joe. So this is a reference to a movie called Blood In, Blood Out.
Bound by Honor.
Yeah, Bound by Honor.
Yeah.
And that's my neighbor. I love you, bro. I love you, bro.
Two of my buddies that from high school that went into the military, we always did that triangle with the arms.
Yes. Yes. Oh, you're part of the group now, Brett.
I know.
You're part of the group. God,
your blood.
I'm still alive.
Bro, hey man, I can't wait to see you fuckers, man.
Thanks, Ron.
God damn it. Cool. We're gonna have some fucking fun, assholes. We're gonna have some fucking fun.
God.
This is gonna be a good week.
Pasadena has no clue what's coming their way.
Oh my God. We're gonna be obnoxious. I'm just letting you know right now. It's gonna be obnoxious.
Silly obnoxious.
Yes, come here, my baby. Come
so
here.
People constantly ask, me, because they know that I'm that Halloween collector, about, Pat, I know you're going to age 45. Hi, sweetie. I'm going to age 45. What do you think the budget is? I said, admittedly, this is my first Halloween convention. My kids were younger. I could never just take off. Now I am going because my kids are older. And I said, honestly, the budget is probably $5,000, which sounds crazy. And I'm not made of money. This is not anything to say. Everything behind me has been going on for probably longer than probably some of the stuff here is older than some of the people that probably watch this podcast. Are you
counting airlines though and hotels with that though, Pat? Or no? I forgot.
No, he's not. No,
not at all.
No.
So this has been a long time coming. I've been saving for this for a long time because I knew this was coming, and this is my first and probably only time I'm ever going to do this. So I'm going to go all out. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope everybody, that's going to go, everybody has a good time, a safe time. So I'm just being prepared. My wife's like, I even told people I'm like $5,000, and I'm trying to bedge in another $1,000 maybe for like bail money, if that's okay. Because it's going to be ugly. It's really going to be ugly.
I think I know you pretty well. You're not even going to spend that. Just my opinion.
I probably won't, but no, it is because my wife's going to be there too. So she has zero interest in the Halloween convention, so she's going to be out shopping.
So you're counting that in there, maybe.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to be on Rodeo.
Yeah, and then we're gonna hit some sites while we're there because we're going to come in on Thursday. We're leaving on Monday, so we'll have 2 days that aren't Halloween related. Plus, also we're talking about doing Vegas first, going from Vegas to there. So we have to have that little bit of money because this is going to be. So this November will be our 24th wedding anniversary. Yeah. So we talked about renewing our vows in front of Elvis. I'm like, how cool would that be? Gotta do it.
It's amazing.
Elvis.
It's amazing.
Well, And as a heads up with H45, the guys know in a couple of weeks I will be in that vicinity for my family vacation. So
He's scouting all the area
I
for
will
us.
be
Oh,
I will be filming some stuff just to give some insight for people.
you're the
Yeah.
best.
Experience.
Man.
Just to let everybody know, look, we're not made of money by no means. I've been saving for this for a long time.
You're the best, bro. The best. And so a little bit of insight from me, and I wanted to share this because it's important to know that when you watch these episodes, if you don't, fine. But if you do, we're not rich, and I'm engaged, and I am.
He's getting married in Vegas at the end of the year.
Blessed. I am blessed to be in the process of planning us getting married. We have a date set and everything in November to get married in Las Vegas. And that just so happens to coincide with the fact of how, H45 and everything. That lets you know how cool and how amazing my fiance is. I want to put that out there first and foremost.
She's the coolest.
She's the best. And, she takes as much joy as I do to do these episodes and the whole, H45. And then of course the wedding, the wedding is not taking a back seat to any of this. So let's put that into perspective. But the fact that she allows this and says it's okay and I want to do it with you.
Awesome.
I have found the one, guys. I have found the one, and I love her very, very much. So everything that we do and everything we talk about and everything leading up to H45, man, you guys have been a part of it, and you guys know a lot more about this shit than most people do. So I'm just so excited, guys. I love this shit. I love the collecting. I love the shit we talk about. And I can't wait till it all culminates to H45, man. It's going to be expensive, but fuck, life's too short for that shit.
Hell yeah. This is one
Who
thing
gives a fuck?
I don't take singles. I don't go to strip clubs. You know why? Because I'm like, if I'm going to give money to anybody that's not going to give me anything, I'll just give it to my wife.
Yeah, exactly. And I can't wait to
Or to
meet
yourself.
And I can see that because she doesn't watch this podcast, so I know I'm safe saying that.
Or to yourself, right, Pat? Just to yourself. It's just.
Oh God, if I was giving it to myself, man, I'd be rich.
Hey, I love Blake's comment. You see Blake? Hey, Blake, you know what? To your point and to your comment, I'm not gonna say nothing, but the bachelor party, my best man is the best dude you've ever met, and the best man or the bachelor party, whatever, is gonna be amazing.
When is it's not going to be close. How close is it to?
It's a couple weeks.
Why can't you do it right before age 40? Then we can come.
Because when I asked her to propose, it's exactly a year after that. When I proposed, it's exactly a year.
So do me a favor, Brett. You got it. You got the hotline. Do me a favor. Text Sean Clark. Tell him he's got to move the date of age 45.
Yeah, but you know what? We thought about it.
Just stay out there for a month and a half.
But we thought about it because it's going to allow us to make a decision on what we want to do for the honeymoon. You know what I'm saying? So if we have fun at age 45, we do all this stuff, then we might from Vegas go do a honeymoon depending on where we have fun. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta tell you, Joe. There's the Santa Barbara area. You're a wine guy. You gotta hit some of the wine areas in California, Joe.
Oh.
You got it.
I would love. The closest thing I can do is to hang out with you guys close to the wedding around age 45. So that's my thing. And you guys live so far away. It's impossible. And
you guys suck.
No, not at all. Because you know what? Because in all honesty, we've been talking about it. We haven't talked about it, but we plan on flying up north because Brett, I have family in Chicago. In Chicago.
That's right.
And I've never been to New York. So we want to have a trip up to the Northeast. And you guys are right. We're going to use you guys. We're going to use y'all.
I already told Joe. I told
y'all,
MD, I said, you guys want to, we have right on the other side of this room in this direction is a guest bedroom. It's got your name on it. You guys are always welcome. Granted, I live in the Poconos, which is
Olive Garden.
Complete snooze fest.
Olive Garden.
I worked mostly in Manhattan. Manhattan is a 90-minute drive, so we can do a lot of fun things. There's a couple of cool bars around here, but other than that, where I live is
Oh, Pat, though we could have Joe and MB combine it
fast.
though with a future Monster Mania too. That would be kind of cool.
Yes.
Yes, that would be
Yes.
nice because Monster Mania from here is 2.5 hours.
Fuck,
That's
I
nothing.
would.
That's like driving to Corpus for us. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's 2.5
that's
hours.
not
Corpus Christi. Oh,
Yeah.
We'll get a hotel. We'll go to the day. We'll watch the fat girls film another porn that like Brett and I saw last time.
we could go see if the thing with 2 head stickers is still on the window.
If the thing with 2 head sticker, if it's still there in the lobby, that Brett stuck it on the wall. Sorry, if you guys don't know the story, like Brett and I went to Monster Mania. We were staying at the same hotel. We're hanging out, having a beer and a cigar. Well, wait, this was the Friday night. It was the Friday night. It wasn't Saturday night.
Maybe I could find a picture.
And we saw this like fat girl. These 2 fat girls come out in like fishnet stockings, which basically would have looked like me in fishnet stockings. So it would have been like,
Oh no.
there would, to this day, there's no one seeing it. Like, I'll just wake up in the middle of the night shaking. I'm like, ah! Wife's like, what? I'm like, nothing. The girl in the fishnet was coming after me again.
I put the front desk window. I just sent you the picture.
Oh,
I'll bring it up here. You sent it to me. Right?
hey, we got some pretty
The
good
days
comments.
in picture.
Have y'all seen the comments? It's pretty damn good. We got going here.
Male strip of the back. Hey, give me enough beers. I'll be like freaking Randy Quaid and Kingpin.
Oh no, please no. Hey, Olive Garden rocks. Olive Garden.
I love Olive Garden, man. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what that says about me, but I love it. My wife and I both love Olive Garden. It's a good night out.
Oh, so good.
So Brett, did you IM it to me?
Yeah, I messaged you.
Yes, you did. Okay, I'll bring it up.
So,
And I'll tell everybody
if
the
anybody
story.
who's
Let's
watching,
see.
if
Let me-
you
give me
guys
one momento.
want to come to age 45,
Entertain the troops while I do this.
yeah, of course. Age 45, you don't have to have a lot of money, but you just have to put down a certain amount to get out there and have a good time. You don't.
Yeah, it's expensive in California.
Yeah.
It's expensive,
mean-
but like I said, I'm paying for one in college, and I have another one going to college in another 2 years. I'm not made of money by no means. But I've been saving for this because I've been saving for this like I saved for my wedding. Put it that way.
You know what? That's a good
And I'll
point.
pop more
too.
out of this than my wedding.
That's a good point too, Pat. I'm turning 42, and I just bought. This will be my 4th car I've ever owned. That was my 4th car. I've owned 2 Thunderbirds, and I've owned my Honda Ridgeline. So this is my 4th car. I think driving for 25 plus years, that only being my 4th car. Sorry, I think I seem like I don't spend too much money on cars. So
Here's
what?
the deal. I'm going to bring this up real quick so I'll take it down. So the story goes, Brett and I went to Monster Mania back in August, and we stayed the days in. So when we stayed in individual rooms on the Friday night. The next night we split a room, and Brett was all over me. Best I had in a long time, but that's a different story. That's a different show.
I slept like a baby.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brett, you slept nice while I was in your mouth. But when we were checking in,
Oh shit!
but when we were checking in, I turned to look at Brett, and Brett did.
Then the fucking Glock was next to my head.
Shout out to our buddy Sean Clark. This is what is in the date.
I got a whole bunch of
Cherry Hill,
stickers.
Georgia.
I was posting them everywhere.
Holy shit! Did y'all have this shit planned?
So,
What the fuck?
When you walk,
That's awesome.
I just put it on the front because it was one
So
of those
if you-
glass
so if
shields
you-
for the
I
chicken
love
areas.
I love you.
yeah. So if you go to the Days Inn in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, this is when you check in. This is the sticker you're going to see. Shout out to Sean
there.
Clark and Nelson. See if it's still there when if we go back there. And the funny story is, like right next door to it, it was like the best steakhouse we've probably ever been to. That was in like this. That was like basically in the Bates Motel.
Yeah, it was a high-end steak place, but the outside of it, it looked like it was a goddamn, I don't know what to call it, mobile home. It looked like a mobile home.
It was like the cabin in the woods.
Bro.
All of a sudden you walk in and you're like you're going into a dungeon of some sort. And damn, the calamari was good, thank God.
That's
You did
freaking awesome.
Pat,
Yeah, it was.
Pastor got yingling all the time, so I can't. Oh,
Even if you spent 10K to go, if it was something you passed by like Moody at the titty bar. What the
Hey, man, his
Hey,
fiance's
bro.
watching. You're going to get him in trouble.
Hey, Blake, bro, we need to hang out, bro. Hit me up, bro. I'm on Instagram. Hit me
Brett
up.
touched his dick twice, so Pat knew it wasn't.
It was, hey, bro, I meant that. It was an accident, bro. I meant that shit. I meant it.
It's only when you hear a certain song.
What the fuck? Hey,
I just
know.
love that fucking dance. Joey, you don't know. Pat knows. I've got that Blue Oyster Club neon. I got to put that up.
Yes, you have to put it up there. You got to put that thing up there.
Fucking legendary, my
Da,
guy.
da, 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 da,
All
da.
right, so I completely. We got way off topic. So Brett was showing his second collectible
shit.
spot.
Yes.
My NECA, the NECA, the kids, Halloween 3, signed by Tom Lee Wallace last spring at Horror Hound Cincinnati.
I love
6
that
hours.
shit.
He has one of the best signatures. Him and James Jude Courtney.
Yeah, I guess you could always get the other actors to sign. I just left it to him since he directed it, and I was like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
He's-
I have that exact same thing, but signed by Tom Adkins.
Oh, you had
And-
Atkins sign.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
and that to me, I love those. Those are great, amazing. Same like you. Like I had the sleeve taken off and had him sign the actual like plastic, and then put the sleeve back because it just protects the signature. It's amazing, amazing.
Very, very cool. So those are the two Brett was showing.
That's fine.
I,
for this week.
So, and I kind of piggybacked off of Brett because, like, we're talking. If you guys are been watching from the beginning or watching after the fact, we do a watch along every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, and we're probably going to do Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. That's why I'm all in green. I mean, granted, it's not like a Irish movie, but
Oh
of
my
course,
God, the
Irish-
Cocaine Bears at the Oscars with what's her name, the Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, stop it! Is it really?
It's somebody dressed up with a bear.
Oh God! So we're watching that. So I piggybacked off of Brett because he was showing his H3 stuff. So this is my collectible. This is an original H3 one sheet
Oh, nice.
from my collection. This is actually came with the Halloween 3 press kit that I have. That's why it's folded. Well, they were all folded back then. I mean, they did have some rolled ones, but the majority of them were folded. So, and I figured, okay, let's show that. And then on the opposite spectrum, this is what they call an Italian locandina poster.
Oh, that's badass. And you use
Interesting.
the fucking pins to hold down the corners. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I
attention
love
to detail. Attention to detail.
love
Like my
you.
wife always says, you'll remember this attention to detail, but you won't remember what I told you this morning. I'm like, no, not at all. So this is what they call a locandina poster. So it's basically like a playbill, if anybody knows what a playbill is. And they always have that little open, empty spot at the top because they would physically write like, coming soon, appearing, whatever. And you can't see it. Is there a way to? No, there's no way for me to. You see, 1 second. Is there a way to make it bigger, full screen layout? Let's see. You still can't see it. So I thought maybe I could zoom in, but it basically says El Signor della Morta. That's Season of the Witch in Italian. So I figure I piggyback on that. So that is my collectible spotlight.
Nice.
H3 for this week.
You sexy animal. I like how your whole room is lit up green.
Thanks, Barney. Yes, I did the green. I admittedly was going to put on the Silver Shamrock hoodie, but I figured I wanted to show off my lovely Twilight Zone one.
The Vista Vita. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll save it for my Silver Shamrock hoodie is going to get a lot of use this week because I'll have it for Tuesday night for the watch along. Friday night we're going out to dinner, local Irish pub for St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's is a big thing for me because it's my name day. So when I was a kid, we used to have a lot of stuff go on for St. Patty's Day because as much as I'm Italian, my father's all Irish. So it was a big thing in the house. And then Saturday is the rough day. So Sunday, I'm really going to be hurting because that's the one where I'm going to the St. Patty's Day party with the beer contest, the chugging contest.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to be a hurting man next Sunday. So, yeah.
best
Yeah.
of luck.
Yeah, this
my
is a big week for us with all this stuff.
Best
Yeah.
of luck. Best of luck.
And I know, and Joe wanted to highlight this that he just picked up. I believe it was last week he picked this up. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's about a week and change.
Yay! All right.
And
Nice.
and the reason for the highlight was because, as you guys know, these are they have a pretty significant price point. $200 fucking dollars for the newer versions that are being released.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's
for
pricey.
me, I was like, you know what? If I'm going to spend that kind of coin, why not spotlight it? Because it is in the collection. And a lot of people like to fucking clown and say, oh, you just post things that you see, but you never really buy it. But here it is right here. And it's glory. The Great Front by Trick or Treat. Look at that. H2, all new. Look at that. Deluxe 1/6 scale. The Michael Myers figure. The artwork is amazing. Can't you agree, guys? Look at that.
Yeah.
No, they did do a nice
Amazing.
job. I was not too happy with the price point, but I get it. So
Yep. And from what they said, they justified it based on the fact that he comes with a lot more accessories. Excuse me.
no, they based it on the fact that everybody else is raising their prices, so they figured they'd do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's with that, but then they did include more shit from the other releases. And look at that. Look at that. Oh, I want to read this. Do you guys mind if I read the inside?
Oh, the inside, yeah.
Yeah. In order to appease the gods, the druid priests held fire rituals. Prisoners of war, criminals, the insane animals were burned alive in baskets. By observing the way they died, the druids believed they could see omens of the future.
Elements of the future.
That's right. 2,000 years later, we've come no further. Samhain isn't evil spirits. It isn't goblins, ghosts, or witches. It's the unconscious mind.
It's unconscious mind.
We're all afraid of the dark inside ourselves. And I wanted to give this some praise. Not only that, because he is getting older, Trick or Treat killed it with this release. I've met him, got his signature, as you can see here, Mr. Dick Warlock from H2, and soon our watch along from H3. He's a legend. He's the second best portrayal of Michael Myers, in my opinion. Pat knows all about that. So yeah, I couldn't think of a better way to spotlight something. H2 Trick or Treat, and they're killing it. The new figures, the Resurrection figure,
Kills came out, right?
Kills figure, all those. So if you're into collecting, Trick or Treat has what you want. If you're willing to spend the money.
You're willing to spend the money, and
Yeah.
if you guys if you Rob Zombie fans, they put all those Rob Zombie masks out this year too.
Yeah, that's right. So $200, you can buy a figure or pay your light bill. There's whatever you want to do.
Choose it. Fuck the energy company. Go buy the figure. Fuck them.
I'm like, damn, $200. Like, what can I do with $200? I can take my family to eat. I can buy some clothes, some shoes. You do a lot with $200. I'm just saying, especially us older fellas.
Nice. Are you guys going to be up later? If you guys are up, let me know.
I'm going to be hanging out having a cigar after this, I believe. So I'm available. But guys, this was a blast. I am going to do hold on one second. Where is my stuff here? Little shameless plug for the channel. So if you guys haven't seen it, I just dropped today my 10 best songs in horror movies. So be sure to check that out. That was a lot of fun. And I'm sure just from the visual, you guys should be able to tell what number one was.
Oh, yeah.
And dropping tomorrow morning, our top 5 horror directors. For those that don't know what I've been doing, each Monday morning, I've been dropping our top 5 topic from the podcast. So, but I've been doing it a week apart because I figure I'd let everybody watch the podcast the night before. And the next morning, I've been dropping the top 5 from the previous episode the week before.
Cuts it down so you don't have to watch the whole 2-hour thing, right?
Right. So if you guys just wanted to see the top 5, if you don't want to sit there through a 2.5-hour episode, we get it. Plus, admittedly, it's a lot of fun when you guys watch live and chat with us. That makes it so much fun. So I figure we'll just take the top 5s out and I'll just do 1 week apart and throw them out there. So last week we did the top 5 horror directors. That was a lot of fun. and some other shameless plugs. Probably this week, I'm dropping my 10 movies that are so bad they're fucking good from the 1980s. So if you can
Amazing.
tell from those two movies right there, can you guys tell those two movies right there?
Oh yeah, that's
Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger, and then it's Garbage Day.
Garbage Day, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. That's it. That's, why
right.
I love you.
That's him.
That's why I love you guys. And let's see the other one I have up.
Double pink guy, any advice?
And favorite kill from each Halloween movie I should be dropping later this week as well. So those are my shameless plugs. And what do you got? God, I've got double pink eye. Any advice? Oh, here you go.
Good stuff.
I think I need to grab a 6-pack ketchup. Hey, my guy.
What I'm waiting for is one day when we're doing a live stream for him to come knock on your door and you bring him in.
Hey, we can do that. We'll work with that. We'll
work on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh,
Well,
thanks, Nick.
Yes, thank
Mike
you.
and Ronnie are
Nick.
good
That's
guys,
awesome,
man. Those guys are fucking great. I love those guys.
Thank you for joining us, my friend. Thank you.
Favorite kill from Halloween 3? My favorite
that's
kill from
easy.
Halloween 3. That's easy. It's got to be Dick Warlock when he gets his head pulled off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That actually, spoiler alert. That was my favorite kill when I dropped my favorite kills from each Halloween movie.
He's like,
How great is that? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know, here's a bit of trivia. The guy that plays the wino, and I actually mentioned this on my video. Who is the guy that plays the wino?
He's been in a bunch of other movies too.
The movie was mentioned there, I think, earlier. Was it earlier? Actually, the movie, there's a song from that movie that made my top 10 of the video I just dropped today.
Yeah,
my top
Escape
10
from New
songs.
York or something like that.
He was the colonel at the end of the Return of the Living Dead who launched the attack. Remember the guy that had
shit. Yeah, he pushed the button.
That's him.
No
He's like,
shit.
remember? They call and he's like, there's a plan in place. The colonel that opens up that thing in like his dresser and launches and sends a nuclear bomb to blow up the whole area.
Yeah.
That's the wino from H3.
Ain't that a bitch? Oh my God, love Return. I love Return.
George Burns. No, I forget his name. I think I mentioned. I actually looked up his name. I think for when I did my thing, but I forget what it was. But that's him. You know, you wouldn't know because it's such two totally different things. Because he's very well mannered as the general, and then you go back and he's a fucking drunk in H3.
That's dope.
Christ, Ethel. I don't know. Favorite line from Return. That is a movie. That is a movie that we're going to do a watch along of. I love Return of the Living Dead.
Return of the Living Dead we could do is that'd be fun.
Oh, we have to do a watch along.
That'd be a fun one.
Those damn enchiladas.
Yeah.
Same guy. Yeah.
God, this is a way of life, man.
That's right, man. That's right.
And
So that corpse comes out of the locker. Oh God, it's so fun.
Oh, so good.
That's such a great movie.
Ah!
You thought that was Woody Harrelson? I honestly I can see that.
Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah.
Tommy Jarvis. Yeah.
Hate the fucking brain.
I hit the fucking brain.
That's right.
Great friggin' movie.
They
Great
did
movie.
it in the movie, right? Is that what he says?
It worked in the movie. Maybe the movie lied.
Dude, you talk about when that guy fucking dies where he kills himself. That's just wild, isn't it?
We didn't watch that.
I can smell your brains.
How about the colonel though with his wife? It's like, oh, I had that for lunch or some shit. He's such an ass.
Oh yeah. Like it's nothing. Like it's no big deal. It's so minuscule.
Send more cops.
Hey, if you guys are gonna be on there, I gotta get upstairs. Before.
Yeah, go. We're gonna cut
man.
out here, guys. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight. Be sure to join us on Tuesday night, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, for our watch along of Halloween 3,
Linnea
Season of
Quigley.
the Witch. Yeah. Oh yeah. And the thing that really sucks about that, if you ever watch there's a whole documentary on the Return of the Living Dead. She's not naked. She's wearing a skin suit.
Ain't that a bitch?
And I was so pissed when I found out. I'm like, damn, that's not really her junk. I was
Hey, hold on.
pissed.
Y'all better get off because I'm about to get naked myself. Might get butt.
If you guys
Joe's
are
gonna
gonna
break
be
out
on a
his
little bit,
nipples.
I'll message you guys. See if you guys are on later.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
buddy.
definitely going to be around having a cigar. So thanks everybody for joining us. Join us on Tuesday night. Make sure you check out the top 5 horror directors for tomorrow, and we'll see. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. We'll talk to everybody else soon.
Later, fellas. Peace.